And so it begins. Another day in Night City. There's many discoveries still yet to be made. But for now, Hearth and Home, what we hear from time to time, has a different meaning in the dark future. Anyway, welcome back to Cyberpunk Red, Black Spark. All right, everybody. Hello. Welcome to Cyberpunk Red, where you don't own anything. You still pay for it anyway. And hey, I mean, I guess in our timeline, our government hasn't collapsed yet. So, with that in mind, we've already done introductions of all the players via the credits. And, well, you guys had a very lucky run on your first heist. So, with that, you got some, Group HQ IP in your pockets. And, well, you guys realize maybe trying to do operations out of your own houses might not be the most suitable options. Now, just to clarify, to all my viewers that are down there in Chile right now, please be safe. Joker, Joker, I think you're also from there. I think you've stated that out loud. Please, all y'all down there, please be safe. And of course, Kaiser will be on his way in soon. So, with that in mind, folks, Devil Dude will be taking the day to really just sift through the the tons of information that you've gotten to see if you can find like some cleaner leads. And, well, you guys got a few days till the end of the month to maybe figure out like what your new housing situation might be. And I think on that note, let's go ahead and get on down to the street. All right, and let me also pipe in Spotify to all y'all here, if you so want to listen to Spotify. But we are going to pan in on Oni.
Mm-hmm.
I know you've got some very ambitious plans about this.
Yes. Oni
So
absolutely does.
what is going through your mind over this whole thing?
Well, first and foremost, she knows that rent is going to be due very, very soon. And she also knows that her situation has kind of changed since this all began. She was just sort of like the fixer, and this was just one of her many groups, but now she's actually feeling like part of the group. So, as I've mentioned before, Oni-chan is very protective of things that she feels that are hers. And now that she feels that this group is kind of like her group, she wants to be sure that they're also protected. So she is looking into, like I mentioned elsewhere, she's actually looking to see some real estate, maybe a Con-App or something like that she can turn into a headquarters, and that people who want to put their funds towards it can, we'll all put our funds together, and then other people can come in when they need to and crash and so on, and we can turn it into a full headquarters kind of thing. She does know, because she's been informed, but she would know in World that there aren't as many as there would normally be in a regular Cyberpunk Red game, because we're still on that edge where things are still being rebuilt.
But if you could for a moment, just above table, just to clarify, in the year 2041, this is when Mega Building 1 starts construction. So we really don't have a lot of like super nice buildings. It's mainly the corporate buildings that have been getting the special treatment first. And then again, even penthouses are far and few between, or even upscale Con-Apps for the matter.
But yeah, exactly. So, but from her perspective, that's like, well, I sense an opportunity in that. Like we might be able to pick up like some sort of fixer-upper or something like that, especially since we got the metaphysically talking about the headquarter points, basically just in her mind, that's like, resources and friends and so on and contacts for setting something like that up. So she is going to try, and she's already sort of sent out some of her thoughts to the rest of the crew. to see how many would be actively interested in, because she doesn't want to. Again, while she does want to protect her people, in her mind, she recognizes that they all have their own things going on and so on. So she doesn't want to railroad anyone into this. But she is talking up about the fact that they could get if they can find a locale. She knows that, again, with the resources, the headquarter points and all that, we could get something really nice for almost the entire crew for really cheap. And since rent's almost due, that would be nice.
And to understand, like, HQ IP, the way it's kind of represented, like it's like physically represented, is like resources that you might have to pull on to, make certain things happen. Sometimes it's just raw cash that is put away alongside here that the party just can't touch. That's just kind of what HQ IP looks like. Maybe it's materials, other stuff like that.
I figure some of it is like, her connection now that she has somewhat of a connection with like Rex and with Molly and so on. Yeah. That she's sort of like, she's slowly making a name for herself in the fixers, because she just now spent the IP point. She is now a fixer level 5.
All right.
So yeah.
So if you are looking for a place to, you guys don't exist on this screen for some reason. Oh, there y'all are. You're all small. So anyway, there we go. Yeah. So so go ahead and give me, actually, somewhere amongst your contacts here, give me a streetwise check. All right.
Okay.
Kind of thumbing through your contacts.
Yeah. 1 second. Let me pull up my character. Okay. And she is obviously going to do this high.
Oh,
not high, but
I see Kaiser showed up in the server.
She's going to drink herself a smash. As she's doing it. They last 4 or 5 hours, so that's enough.
Yeah.
I figured that's enough to be doing some wheeling and dealing. Okay, so streetwise, you say?
Uh-huh.
Let's see how we do. And she's actually going to put a couple of luck points on this, because this is important for her.
All right, okay. So with that 25, amongst your list of contacts, and even through Rex, there is a real estate group that happens to have taken advantage of when the Fourth Corporate War happened and when the bomb happened to really buy up a bunch of cheap land and start, putting up properties on it. And they've got places all across the city. This place is known as Scott Brown Real Estate.
Okay.
So if you are looking for, where you yourself might not be able to find places on your own because of like how much that dollar value is, these guys might be able to help you.
All right, is this the sort of thing that we can do over the phone? Do I need to do a meeting or something?
I mean, you could call them to get a day going here. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, then that's she will ring them up. Yeah, basically.
Scott Brown Real Estate. If you got business, great. If not, get the fuck out. What can I do for you?
Well, all I have is business, so I think this is going to be great.
Fantastic. What can I do for you?
I am looking for some real estate, my man. I am looking for some space, some good space.
Everyone's looking for space. What kind of space are you looking for?
I am looking for, let's see, how would she put this?
Look, I don't care what you're using the space for. What are you using it for?
What am I using it for? I'm using it for both housing and for a crew.
What? So you guys setting up a little clubhouse or something, like club? Some shit?
I don't care what you're using it for, but tell me what you're using it for.
Just that way I can kind of get an idea of what we're looking. Okay, so you need some big space. Okay.
Right. I got a lot of good people that I want to keep relatively safe, but they're also all very skillful people. So if it comes down to it, and
Edge
there's a little bit of
runners,
danger
okay.
involved, we can handle ourselves.
Look, we here at Scott Brown know how to find things that meet your needs. So, I mean, fuck, we even also handle corporate housing as well. Let me get one of my agents set up for you, and you guys will go out and go meet him. Where might be a good spot to maybe start you guys off on? Is there a certain neighborhood you guys want to start at, or just anywhere across the city?
Okay, now this is something I have previously asked everyone in the crew. So, did we come to a consensus on that, or was there no caring?
Irok does not care either way. Like, he's partial to, like, the Glen, South Nice City border, but he doesn't care where he is, really.
Yeah, Maeve would prefer to be around South Night City.
Okay.
Hyperdrive doesn't much care at all.
Okay, then yeah, South Night City, in that area, possibly the Glen, just depending, because maybe you've got like family in the area too.
Yeah.
So
Well, yeah.
All right, so the Glen or South Night City. Okay, so we're looking all across the board. How big of a space are we thinking? How many bedrooms are we needing? How many bathrooms are we needing?
she describes a con app, which I believe are like 4 bedroom. There are 2 bedrooms, a master bedroom. Each of the bedrooms have their own bath. The master bedroom has a bath. It has 2 living rooms and a few other things, anonymity, and a garage that holds up to 3 vehicles, including you can get like a little air pad too. That is what I'm looking at.
Yeah, I understand there's upscale con apps. We could probably find one of those in the Glen if you're interested. Those are a bit costly to rent per month. However, we might happen to also have some spaces across South Night City that might be a little bit cheaper. Possibly. I mean, it might be 2 beds, and then, you know, if you guys rent out more of the space, you can probably knock in some walls. If anything, as long as you don't knock the building down, I really don't give a shit what you do. But if you guys are edge runners looking to set up some space, I understand you guys are in a lucrative business, so I'm willing to do business with you. So you guys are going to be meeting. You guys are going to be meeting one of my agents. His name's Kirby. Is there a place that you guys like tend to congregate? Because Kirby will come to you guys if need be.
Where did we go for that first meeting with the lady that we helped her out with her the sort of the old folks home kind of situation?
Old folks home situation.
Yeah, there were veterans over there, and we
Forlorn
The Forlorn Hope. Look, I don't know about the Hope though. Maybe somewhere a little less. Because I understand the Forlorn Hope, that's very much more like older retired solos, military vets. That it's kind of one of those kinds of bars, especially at this hour in the morning. Probably not open for business.
Okay. Pick a spot that you think would be good for us.
Above table, there was that restaurant or bar place that we did the
Luann's Diner, yeah.
Right? Luann's
Diner? Yeah, okay, yeah. Luann's Diner.
Okay, all right. I'll send Kirby out to go meet you guys, and then hopefully you guys can find a place. And also, if you guys happen to come across some trouble, help my guy out with anything, there might be a little bit of a payday in it for you guys as well.
I'm always looking for a payday.
With that, the phone hangs up. So now what?
I'm starting to call everybody up. I will start out with our lovely executive, because a little bit of suit, a little bit of class, and then I'm checking to see who all wants to come to deal with this or to look into this.
Get the fuck. So calling Michael then. Also, hello,
Yeah.
Kaiser. Welcome back.
Hello.
So, Kaiser, once again, your agent's ringing at this fucking hour in the morning after the bit of a night you had last night.
Yep. Hello.
Hey, this is Ani-chan. Your favorite. More than worth waking up for.
What can I do for you, Oni?
Well, I may have a lead on a little bit of real estate for us. Sort of a safe house, a bunker, if you will, that we can strike out from and return to, and so on. A little safer than us all returning back to our own homes and opening ourselves up to all kinds of calamity when nobody's around to give a hand.
Sure. You know I live in a gated community, right?
I know your situation, but we have a bunch of people who don't have your situation.
That's fair. What do you need me for then on this situation?
A little bit of clash, a little bit of class, a little bit of flash,
All right.
and probably some business acumen. You know,
All right.
make my stuff up on the fly.
I'll be there.
Sounds good. And
What time?
Give them the time.
Michael goes back to sleep. Hangs up and goes back to sleep.
All right. And then we'll go ahead and, yeah, I'm just calling everybody basically to see if they're interested in being part of this negotiation or if they just want to come in later.
Sure,
Yeah.
I'll be there.
So Irok picks up after 2 rings, as per usual. What can I do for you?
I have a lead on a place that we could use both for a little bit of shut-eye when we need it, a little bit of rest and relaxation, but also a place that we can bunker up and maybe harden in case we get attacked. I've been around enough to know that sometimes when we split up and your crew goes off to their own places, that's usually when they're at their weakest, and that's usually when they get hit. So I'd like to avoid that if possible. You know how I am about my thing.
Correct. I am not opposed to this idea, just know that my existence brings a bit of danger to those around me. As long as you're okay with that, then I have no objection to giving you a hand.
You wouldn't be on my list if you didn't bring danger.
Understood. I will be there.
All right.
Oh, also, it's not so much everyone has to live here. It's just you don't have to drag the shit home with you.
Yeah. Hey, are we still looking at? Because I've already done the calculations from what's on there. Are they different because of the different time period? Or are they the same as what I've got?
Still gonna be the same, and oh my gosh. Anyway, sorry. I do not want best viewers at whatever website you're trying to offer me. Please, screw off.
You got in there way ahead of me. I was gonna get it.
For any of the crew that wasn't there when I was typing some of this up, if we get a upscale con app, which is what I'm looking at, and 3 of us just live there, or make that as like a second home, that's only $833 a month for a lot of space and a lot of really cool amenities. If 4 of us live there, which perfectly doable, there's a master bedroom. Like I said, there's 2 extra living rooms. That's $625 a month, and if 5 of us live there, that's $500 apiece. And it's like we get a garage for 3 vehicles. We have 3 bathrooms. We'll have a kitchen. We'll have it's everything. It's moving on up plus up again.
Yeah, sure. I also wouldn't put it past our wonderful GM if they have some creative ideas that they might expose us to on our real estate adventure. So
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
I'm more than happy to look at all the options that we've got going on.
I suppose hyperdrive also picks up the phone.
Yeah.
It's silent for a couple seconds, but you can like clearly hear like the bustle of people, and it's just hyperdrive the courier. You want it? I'll run it. Hyperdrive speaking.
This is Ani-chan, your favorite fixer. We have a opportunity, I believe, to get a little bit of real estate, maybe a nice little home away from home for some of us, or an actual home for others. A place that we can put all of our shit and make sure no one gets any of it. And I'm talking cream real estate. I'm talking choice for cheap. So, are you in?
I mean, yeah. I mean, sign right there, please. Yeah, just there. Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you. Sorry. What was that? Oh yeah. I'm good with that. Where do you want me to meet? About that.
I am meeting to talk with the real estate agent, and I tell them the address and the time. You don't have to be there if you don't want to be there, but it's up to you on whether or not you want to take a look at this guy and be there for the initial conversation.
I mean, if I'm gonna be living there, I'd like to meet him a bit. You know.
Absolutely. All right. I'll see you there.
It's immediate like hang up.
Yeah. Actually, hyperdrive, you're actually nearby Luann's. You're like already like in the area, so it's just
Hyperdrive's been up for a couple hours running orders for the couriers.
so. As you guys are congregating here at Luann's, you guys find appears to be a young man in like a cheap, like it sticks out. It's a very bright green, like blazer and slacks, and you notice he's got a Nova 757 pistol hanging off of his hip. He's just got a little bit of a coffee stain on his shirt. This is Kirby, according to the name badge on his suit jacket.
Yeah,
Right.
Oni, I don't think I'm out flashing that.
You
we can
I'm right there.
Yeah, we can get you a coffee stain.
Michael, can I get a business check from you?
Absolutely.
Just see what you know about Scott Brown Real Estate. Scott Brown Real Estate is your landlord.
Excellent.
These are the people that keep your building up and going. And you know that the real estate agents, they carry, and they can be a little unhinged. Apparently, sometime back in the 20s, a very notable event happened where an agent went into a warehouse full of booster gangers and just started fucking shooting. And it kind of got their tagline, "Get the fuck out," as part of their thing. So it's Scott Brown Real Estate, either have business or get the fuck out. You just see him look up, just so you guys must be the new Solos of Fortune that we're looking at. Kirby, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I am Ani-chan, and I basically introduce everyone.
If Kirby is offering his hand out for a handshake, Hyperdrive makes a point to not shake his hand.
You just
Wow.
see him just kind of look just a little put off by it, and like, all right.
Ani-chan will absolutely take his hand.
Yeah, has Mike,
in fact-
that is my realtor, my agents and all that. Has Michael met Kirby along the way?
You have seen Kirby before.
Okay.
He's like, hey, you're part of Baz. Yeah, you guys got quite a few openings going on over there, which actually was kind of one of our first stops. I was thinking of showing you guys, but here, there's cups of coffee put up for you guys. So, I've got a few properties in mind. Now, some of them, they might be gang infested. You gotta flush them out. The rent wouldn't be awful. It could be a place to make things work. I imagine you guys look for a little HQ, a little place to store the trove when you're away.
Absolutely.
All right, you know, because look, you can tell Kirby's a bit of an older man. I mean, I used to be an edge runner, you know, pre-bomb. All right, things were a little bit different back in my day.
Did you take a bullet to the knee?
No, actually, and you just kind of watch him just pop his eye out. Here, they put it back in.
I mean, depending on the game, that's basically a garden for us. So that's basically a resource less than a problem. So keep talking.
So, I understand. I kind of heard some of your stipulations and like what you were kind of looking for, and what you're looking for, like for like one of those real upscale places. I don't really have anything like that available. I'm sorry. That's really hard to come by, is the upscale con apps.
Do you have anything that could become something like that, like a
Now,
fixer-upper?
I don't know about, you know, like an upscale con app becoming a fixer-upper because it's already in a building. But if you're not opposed to going out to Santo Domingo or Rancho Coronado, I understand they're packed. There's, you know, just homeless camps strewn across the streets. It's an absolute urban jungle down there. But I got a few houses that, you know, with you know, a little bit of blood, sweat, and tears, you could possibly make work pretty well. You know, a few 3-bed houses down that way.
Location wise, and I look to everybody else in the crew.
However, if you look at South Night City,
Mm-hmm.
I might have a few places that might meet your space needs. The problem is it's South Night City.
Could we perhaps go and look at them real quick and a viewing, if you will?
Of course. You know what? But I suppose since we're nearby, of course, you know, your guys' Baz representative here. I mean, he knows what the corporate con apps are like. They're not quite as big as the upscale ones, but I mean, it's not bad.
I don't know if it will be enough space.
I
for what
do
we're
have a
looking
question.
for.
The South Night City. What are you implying as far as
It's gang ridden, you know.
Right.
And there's
but like I said,
gang wars, you know, people fucking rioting, beating the shit out of cops beating the shit out of people
I mean,
on the border.
If you got anything in the territory of the zoners, I've got good contacts with them.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, if you're willing to negotiate with some zoners, I've got a place that it's a bunch of 2-bed apartments. It's a 2-bed apartment building, or a 2-bed and studio apartment suite that I've got going on with some garages on it. If you're not opposed to possibly, you know, meeting me halfway here and maybe trying to talk whatever faction of zoners is in there, because they claim to be zoners, but they keep shooting at us anytime we come in to try to, you know, get our building back.
Sounds like we can maybe work out a bit of discount there if you want us to talk to them.
Hold on there, Slick. You might get paid, but we don't do discounts.
I mean, paying us, giving us money off, potato, you know.
It would be, you know, your first month of rent or some shit like, well, you know, part of your first month of rent, if that's what we're implying. But like, we can't just do, you know, a flat monthly rate with a discount.
Okay, quick question. Based on what he is talking about with this area and the zoners, what kind of like living space is that? Is it a 2-bedroom, or is it like where we would take over like an extra bedroom and turn it into a con app? What's the plan on this?
It sounds like
I
a
mean,
few
we-
2 bedrooms that we could turn into one big space.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
you basically take two bedrooms and knock out the space between them, kind of thing.
That's what I'm thinking too, but I want to be sure before I make that assumption.
it would be very much you're taking two bedroom places, knocking in some walls. You're gonna pay for the entire space, but you're gonna have a bigger space for HQ.
I mean, we've got an in with the zoners, and if the zoners aren't cooperative, we have other ends with the zoners, I'm afraid. This is sounding pretty good. What does everyone else think?
I mean, also on top of that, not only is it with the zoners, it's also between the Iron Sights and Red Chrome Legion territories. So there is that too.
Perhaps we go check out this property and we will decide.
All right, come on. With that, he leads you guys out to this van. It appears to be armored.
Down by the river?
No, not down by the river. All right, guys, hop in. I'll be more than happy to take you guys here to this first location. Come check it out. So this place, it's known as it's known as Empire Heights, is what the place is known as.
Is there enough seats for everyone in the van?
Yes, there is. There's enough seats, and with that,
And Ani-chan is welcome to, will happily sit in anybody's lap, so that's no problem.
there's enough seats for everyone.
Hyperdrive would like a seat for herself.
Because
Only chance just like, did I stir?
because Michael, you also have your driver as well, and it's just as you get into your car, Mike, you just see your driver look back. So what's up with the lime green nutcase with you guys now? Someone else?
No, that's the people who we get the housing from. I didn't think we'd see them again quite in
Yeesh.
this fashion.
Gosh.
You like getting your paycheck, right?
I mean, yeah.
And, sometimes we can't complain.
Okay, but can I at least, state his suit's a bit of a fashion crisis? I mean, look at that
Yeah.
thing. It's fucking
Oh, God, yeah.
walking around like it's a part of traffic safety or something.
We could get you a suit like that. I'd pay for it out of the company coffers.
You
Look
you
pretty
you
good.
you put me in a suit like that, and I'll turn my fucking 2 weeks in, and then I'll walk out on the same day.
Fair enough.
So with that, you guys are driving in through here, and sure enough, you guys get up to this area, and not too far away, a couple blocks away, you can hear the rattle of gunfire happening. And as soon as you guys get out, you hear a rifle shot, and it just bounce off the car. Like, oh, yep, they're here.
Do we need to
And-
make them disappear?
I think Iraq immediately looks to Maeve. I'm going to let you take the lead on the situation, otherwise you know how I handle this type
Yeah,
of...
is that the zoners that are shooting us, or
you-
like the?
You could see
Yeah,
someone. You can see someone with a bright orange coat and an assault rifle, leaning out the window. Just, you're not taking a
It's
building from us, Kirby. You're not doing
do I
it.
There's the rack of a sniper rifle.
Do I recognize them?
Roll me. They don't really have much of a reputation. I guess roll me a D10 to see if you recognize this kid.
Sure.
I roll a d10 to see if I recognize his forehead.
Roll a 9.
Hey, Hyperdrive, go ahead and roll me a D10 to see if maybe you recognize this kid. Because maybe you have no idea who this person is.
Well, maybe the kid recognizes Maeve is the other possibility.
Uh-huh.
Because Maeve's got a better...
Yeah, actually,
a rep.
Yeah.
Maeve, what is your reputation?
We have reputation 1.
I mean, you are a zoner, so it might be a little bit more familiar. Wow, okay.
We're just gonna stick her head out the window and say, "Hey, stop shooting us, damn it!"
You're not taking a building from us! It ain't happening!
I can take the shot any
mean-
moment.
Actually, you know what, Maeve? Give me a local give me a local expert check, because aren't you high intelligence as a tech?
Not really.
Or-
Not necessarily, no.
Or
No.
give me a local expert. This will be your second chance to see if you might
Okay.
recognize who this kid is. Oh, okay.
As someone who's played a tech, you do not need practically any intelligence.
You all you need is that
You need
technique
tech.
skill.
Well, if you want to use a science to help improve on whatever you're working on, you need intelligence. Especially if you want to be a drug tech, you gotta have that good chemistry. Or a bomb tech.
Hey,
Walter.
yeah,
I mean,
Loomis
I've
really
got,
needed it.
I've
Maeve.
got 4 intelligence. It's not a dump stat.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So Maeve, this kid, after getting a good look at him, this kid, he is simply known as Weasel.
Hey, Weasel!
Who the fuck are you?
It's Maeve, you idiot!
I'll fucking.
I don't know who Maeve is. He probably more likely knows you by your street name.
Okay. Then, if so, she would have given her street name of Firebrand then. Firebrand, damn it!
What the fuck you doing with this fat lard? You coming to take our building from us?
No, I'm just looking for a place to set up shop. Figured a place around France would be a good place.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Yeah, because I'm really good at that one.
Exactly. That's kind of partially why I made it zoners.
You know what? I'm gonna put 6 luck into this.
Oh my god.
Like all my luck. It's 13.
Wow. Well, in that case, then, if you're really insistent on it, fucking Lime Green down there stays down there. And the rest of you guys can come up here and come talk to the big man about it. You watch as Kirby tries to open his
to
door
Kirby,
again, and he immediately squeezes another one
Yeah.
off at the door.
Yeah, you probably want to stay down here, Tomb.
But before we go
all
up,
I'm
real quick,
saying, all I'm saying is 2 shots have been fired at the car hyperdrive is in.
I'm gonna see if he even notices that are you pointing your rifle back at
There's a
him?
fucking sniper rifle pointed at this motherfucker. Tell him,
Wait,
if he
please
fires
don't shoot
another
the kid,
shot,
hyperdrive.
if he fires
Oh.
another shot, I will fire back.
Well, hyperdrive. While you're looking down the scope, you can see he makes eye contact with you, and he starts back. He lowers his rifle. Like you notice his face like slowly lose a couple shades of color.
all right. But before we go up there, Mr. Kirby,
Mm-hmm.
you suggested that we were going to get some pay. Since we don't know if we're going to rent the thing or not, what are you offering for us to basically?
If you could find a way to get them to quit shooting at us, so we can come in and actually do our work, I'll pay each of you $500.
$500, you say?
Easy job.
One second.
Above table,
I-
easy job.
Yeah. How much of the building does your company own?
Yes, the entire thing.
You own the whole thing. Okay.
Yes, we literally we haven't been able to service anything because that kid keeps shooting at us anytime our crews get out here, and
Let's.
and I mean we've already killed a couple of theirs because they came running at us. So it's kind of one of those things where they need to get the fuck out.
Well, it does. It sounds like a pretty big little deal here. Just saying. They may want to roll their haggle. I don't know if they're a fixer, if they have anything on that or not. She's being very sly about this too. But... Oh, thank you.
Fine. 550. That's it.
It's 20%. Is the thing.
So 600.
Fine. 600 for each of you. But remember, that is the only. You only can do that once a day towards someone. So.
Yeah. No, I get that. Pleasure doing business. Let's get this started. Let's go.
Yep. Just stay in the van. Don't poke your head out just in case.
So with
Firebrand, I believe this is your show. You
Yep.
go first.
Yep, she's walking into the building
you,
absolutely fearlessly.
I would say hyperdrive is probably next in line with an assault rifle, like at a low ready.
you see.
Will take last.
You also happen to see Maeve, one of the people that actually used to live in your area of the cargo village actually happens to be here. She is simply known as Twitchy. She is a cook, but not a food.
Okay.
And you just watch.
Okay.
What are you doing down here?
Hey, Twitchy, long time no see.
Hey! Hey! What, the more people flush you out too?
No, just looking for a place to, like, set up the crew, essentially.
I tell you, they keep coming in. And they keep wearing lime green. So, beware of them. Anyway, you want to try some of this? And she lifts up a little baggie. Got this, like this really brilliant white powder in it. But she's a little unhinged, you know this, Maeve, but she does make some really good drugs that even the piranhas could stand up to that of the piranhas.
Well, since you're offering, I certainly can't say no.
Have fun. Watch out for the pink elephants.
What'd you call this stuff?
I call it snow.
Okay.
It's Jon Snow. After you do it, you know nothing.
So, you guys, there's a couple of elevator shafts, which would be really nice if they weren't fucking out of service. Like, it's gonna take more than just a little, basic tech to get these things up and going. It's gonna take some time to actually get them up and going. So, you guys start going up.
Stairs it is then.
1 flight of stairs, 2 flights of stairs, 3 flights of stairs, 4 flights of stairs, 6 flights of stairs, 10
So
flights of stairs.
We'll be working on that elevator, right, Maeve?
Oh yeah, definitely.
You finally make it up to
Not bad walk, honestly.
you finally make it up to the 12th floor. And here you see like zoner markings all over this floor.
3.5 hours later.
Is this the top floor of this particular building?
Yes.
Awesome. That's already a plus in your rocks book.
And I suppose in this case, for both Oni and Maeve, you're aware that for this specific faction of zoners, like all the zoners are under the same cause to try to get the city to bring not gentrify South Night City, but just give us our damn water, give us our damn electricity. Make our fucking home habitable. These guys are very much like they will shoot at anyone that threaten. Like they're very much on the extreme end of like, give us our water, give us our electricity, leave us the fuck alone. No cops, no corporations. They're like borderline booster gang. that sometimes they will even turn on their own, on fellow zoners if they get pissed off enough. And they are led by none other. He is simply known as King Worm. Why? Because he's known to crawl into any net space that is available. Nothing is safe from him if it's hidden behind a password.
Fair enough.
I turn to Maeve and say, "Would you still love me if I was a king worm?"
But coming into the room where, because Weasel kind of looks you guys over. All right, guys. Weapons, they stay out here. He's gonna try to persuade. I need a Booster Ganger. Where's Booster Ganger?
Hyperdrive just.
Oh.
Weapons, stay out here.
What is this again? Or is there a thing we can roll against?
You could persuade against him.
Do I do it? Do I attempt it?
So, at that, Maeve just starts pulling out Molotov cocktails.
First things first,
And some more Molotov cocktails.
Ani-chan's gonna do a human perception on him just to see if I can spot a weakness first to sort of help my persuasion. 18.
Weasel seems very loyal to King Worm, so this he seems pretty solid. But he's very aware that there's only one of him and 5 of you.
Okay.
I think Yarok makes a show of taking the knife out of his out of the sheath and just sets that next to Maeve's pile of bombs.
Yeah, there's a lot of explosives coming out of, Maeve's bag.
You see Weasel get very concerned after the 3rd Molotov cocktail.
And then that's when the grenades start coming out.
Hyperdrive lets out an annoyed sigh, unslings her assault rifle, sets it down, keeps her, but she does keep her pistol hidden under her jacket.
1 second. Okay, so we got that. Confirm. Okay.
All right.
I don't know. I mean, look, we're here to establish a home. We're not here to establish enemies. Quite frankly, the better this turns out for all of us, the safer it turns out for all of us, the better it is for you, the better it is for us. I don't think you have to worry about us just suddenly whipping out our weapons or anything like that. And I mean, look at me. What could I even do? All I got is this, and just shows off this stupid little boomerang thing that she kind of waves in such a way so that it looks like a piece of a toy, and then puts it back. Come on.
All right, fine. Just no funny business.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
so there's 3 Molotovs and 5 grenades now on the table, and then Maeve closes her bag. It's there's better be here when I get back.
You notice
You guys have appropriated my stuff before, and I don't appreciate it.
You see not only Weasel but one of the other zoners just kind of it seems to just just kind of look just wow looks over at Weasel. Looks at you, Firebrand. Firebrand, why do you have so many explosives?
Don't ask a girl a question you don't want to know the answer to.
But I do want to know an answer.
I make them.
I asked a stupid question. I got a stupid answer. You know what?
That's a good response. It's my brand.
You just see No Name just kind of look at this, just fuck it. All right, you're on guard duty. I'm gonna go take a piss. As you see him go wander down the stairs.
Hyperdrive makes direct eye contact with Weasel. if my rifle is not in tip-top condition when I come back, next time you peek out of one of those windows, there might be a red dot on your forehead. Okay?
Okay. All right. We don't need to threaten me. All right.
Yeah.
Just doing my job.
Michael.
Darling,
Mike-
it's not a threat. It's a promise.
Yeah.
Go
Michael
ahead.
sets down his assault rifle. I wouldn't worry about her. If my rifle's gone, I'm gonna burn this entire building down with all of you in it.
I mean, we do have all those cocktails, but let's not talk about that because we are here to get a place.
Yep.
So let's go.
Let's talk to King Worm.
Yes.
And
See a worm.
sure enough, sitting at what looks like a scavenged, like long dining room table down at one end of it. This table is covered in like computer parts and pieces, and just down at the end, you see like treaty fizz, a bag of kibble, and just this bigger guy just fucking chewing on this shit, looking over his parts, just. Whoa. What do you want?
Go ahead.
Basically here to talk you into basically letting that guy in. He's here to work on things around here. Basically get things back up and running.
You see him like stretch to look out the window. No. Not that motherfucker.
I am sure that company has other employees if it's a personal issue.
He fucking wandered in here, started, yelling, "Scott Brown Real Estate, get the fuck out!" and, started shooting at us. Hey, you think I'm just gonna let him mosey on in here?
We could definitely get a kinder, gentler, less
Yeah.
aggressive.
Yeah, it's how all of them act towards us. Unhinged.
To be fair, that is that guy's whole shtick. They're like, get the fuck out. That's
To be fair, this is their building.
Well, yeah, and let's put it to you this way: the
It
best way to
was
get treated the
their
way
building.
you deserve to be treated. The best way to get treated the way you deserve is leverage, and we're here to offer some of that leverage.
Mm-hmm.
First off, Corps don't have a place anymore in this part of the city. And second off, it was their building. It is no longer their building. But what possible leverage do you happen to have to offer me?
Well, as it turns out, we're looking for a building. We're looking for a place, not the whole building, just a nice little room that we can set up a good little headquarters and sort of strike out from. The sort of place that we would then want to take care of, including the entire building, to make sure the building had electricity when it needed it, to make sure the elevators were working when they needed it, to make sure no one's dealing with no plumbing and so on. And to put a force here strong enough that maybe the police just pass on by, maybe other poser gangs pass on by, because they know there's a crew here that will wipe them out if it is required.
That's a lot of nice things to say. Who the fuck are you?
Mani-chan, up-and-coming fixer, friend of both Molly and Rex, you may have heard of. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know your situation.
You see him immediately spit at the sound of Rex.
Well,
King of one block can go fucking hide in whatever ivory warehouse he's in, like preying on people.
I mean, Oni-chan was one of the people who got food to us all here.
it's true. And, you're in a building too. What I'm telling you is we can provide for you and your people.
Right, until you don't want to anymore, and then suddenly you turn on us.
Well, here's the question. If you're going to... If that was going to be a thing, then why not try to take us out right now? In which case, we could have come in here... I don't know if you saw the bag of explosives that was dropped by our lovely friend Firebrand here. If that is what we wanted to do, we would have just come in here and just cleared out. We would have just treated you like any other poser gangs. We would have just gone floor by floor, gathered whatever stuff we could get for resources. But we didn't. We came here to talk to you. We didn't come in there blasting and saying, get the hell out of our building. We came here out of respect to set up something that benefits us both. Now, if it comes to a point at some point in the future where it no longer benefits us both, we will deal with that in the future. But this is Night City. How much of a future has anyone got? You get a nice year of, I don't have to worry about everything. That's a win.
What was the name of the guy that basically commandeered my explosives and paid me back and stuff? Like the leader of that group?
That is that's Free Fall.
Okay. I mean, I'm sure Free Fall would be upset if I ended up messing with you guys. I work with him a lot.
Free Fall is a fucking 2-bit netrunner who doesn't know jack shit outside, what little he knows. So, like, I don't know what to tell you. I think you might be barking up the wrong tree here. However, if you think you're really so, jet set on, being in this sort of place, I don't know.
Sir, I can promise you, we have not even begun to bark. At this point in time, I understand your position and your need to basically downgrade anyone who might seem like a threat so that you don't look weak. I get that. I totally do. But can we cut some of that and move on to the negotiation?
I don't know what there is to negotiate about. What I like, how much space is going to be enough space when suddenly, oh well, these 4 walls aren't enough. These 4 walls aren't enough. This floor isn't enough.
Well, here's the question again. We didn't come in with guns blazing, and we came in with a real estate agent. We're actually going to be paying for the space. And like I said, we're going to be making the space livable for everyone who's in this area. And I don't know what you're thinking, what kind of operation I'm trying to run. I'm not a corp. I'm a fixer. I'm not looking to turn this into office buildings with a 30-person crew. I have my crew. I have my edge runners. We need our space, but that's it.
He takes a good hard look at Michael, though, in the process. Uh-huh.
Hey, this guy's one of the good ones. He's put his life on the line for me. You can see past the corp to see the good guy inside.
I'll be real frank, I don't give a fuck about your building.
Yeah,
I'm just kind of here.
Space. He's got his own space.
Yeah. He's not going to be around here. He's just a June helping us out.
Michael.
Yep.
This happens to be nearby a certain cargo park.
Yep.
And you have very specific information in regards to what's going to happen to this place.
Oh, would this building go too?
Uh-huh.
Here, let me fill you in on a little something. Zaratha is going to come in and demolish this building. Now, I don't work for them. I honestly hate them a lot. They're a bunch of fucking hacks. But when they come down here, they're going to take this building, a cargo park that's not real far away, and they're just going to take just about everything. Now, you know how corporations can be. Very petty to each other. If you help my friends out, well, maybe the Zaratha thing doesn't happen. Maybe we get a couple people together from one corp to another and deal with them in a friendly manner, if you get my meaning.
You see him look over at you, babe. Is this cat speaking the right language?
Oh yeah, he's on the level. He's already talked to me about blowing up his Rafa place, so
Oh yeah,
he
I've seen
hates them as much as me do.
I've seen a lot of trucks come passing by here.
I mean, you're welcome to join in on it if you want.
Now, look, that's not my normal way of doing things. I tend to, grab their dirt, then hang it out to dry to the highest bidder, because none of these corps and none of these cops like it when suddenly N54 gets a nice juicy little tidbit of information, or Never Blink News gets something, and then suddenly all their dirty laundry's hung out for a good solid month.
You know what? I think we can all come to a nice little agreement. And here's how we're gonna do this. We're gonna do it my way, the nice business way of you scratch my back, I scratch yours, and everybody's happy.
I mean, that's our way too. It's like favor for favor.
Yeah. So we'll handle
John
this.
kind of like cuts her eyes at Michael.
Oni, I know this is your deal. I got you, but I was gonna talk to you about this, I promise.
Go ahead.
We deal with Zaratha our way. Maybe you give us a little hand dealing with Zaratha your way. If you're out and about on the net, turn off a camera here, change the pin on a door here. And then when it's all said and done and your building isn't destroyed and they're fucking out of here, the rest of this crew comes in, they get to have their space. We can make a nicer agreement so no fucking madman in a lime green catastrophe runs in shooting saying, get the fuck out. And everybody gets a little bit of something more.
Roll me business or trading, your choice. Followed up, Oni-chan, you can also use trading as well.
I'm going to use 2 luck on this just to make sure.
Do you also get to use your haggle on trading things just in general?
Not in this case, just straight trading.
Okay.
Use luck.
See him lean back in his chair, and you hear just creak. All right. You guys want the space so bad. Looking over at Maeve.
I mean, there'll also be easy access to a techie. I work with you guys, so...
You just see him raise his hands, look at the pile of shit on his table, raise his hands. I mean, I already do that, but thanks.
Yeah, it looks great what you've done with the place. She tries to say not sarcastically.
Well, I will also say that, certain fixers who are up and coming are going to be looking to do a night market soon. Just saying.
You guys get the 6th floor. Specifically, there's a couple of apartments that should be available to you. So you're gonna get
over to Oni like very quietly. I would prefer to have the top floor. I do not trust the people in this building.
Well, I will say this. I hit up my agent and just typed this in.
Mhm.
Okay, I agree that the top floor would be free. And I am willing to argue for that. However, if it's a safety issue, us being on the very tippy top floor of a booster gang that is incredibly well known for blowing shit up is not necessarily the safety net you think it is. Because they could just say, we don't need a top floor and then go about their business. But no one's going to blow out the middle floor.
Plus, 6th floor, much more likely to survive jumping out of.
That too.
if things get desperate.
That too, the escape. And I say all this, and she's typing all this like really quickly with her thumb. Like she's like a star when it comes to this. And I say all this, also thinking 6 flights of stairs is a hell of a lot easier to walk up than 12.
I am not sold, but I will listen for now. And this is like a like hissing whisper, basically.
Okay, so just to be clear, are we still doing a job for them? That was the plan, right? Because if we don't, they're gonna blow up this planet, this area.
I mean, no, it's not Zarafa. Like the real estate guy is not Zarafa. He's probably gonna be as annoyed with Zarafa as his owners if he learns that they're gonna blow it up.
Yeah, it's just okay. I'll put it to you this way. This is from Ani-chan's perspective. It feels like we're doing 2 gigs, like a gig for the real estate guys for the 600, and now another gig for these guys to be sure that we get the middle floor.
Technically 3.
Because the gig is for Michael.
Yeah, my company is going to pay 1,000 to each person to blow up the Zarafa stuff. That's what he hasn't talked to you about yet.
Oh, cool. I will talk to you about that later, absolutely, and see if I can attach a couple extra 100 per person on there. Anyway, yes, yeah, okay, yeah. I think we have something equitable, but you have to understand, with that comes not shooting the
representatives.
The representatives. Okay, we have to prove that we have made things nice as far as that goes.
So let Scott Brown in here then? Is that what you're saying?
Not necessarily. If you don't like Scott Brown, I mean, I have no opinions on the guy one way or the other. His hands are kind of cold. I don't have an opinion on them. I just know that is like sort of part of the deal for us, is to allow them to at least say they got the place. And you know what that means? That means now they can negotiate with you. So as opposed to things like us just coming out of the blue and stepping into your place, you'll know when something's about to happen. You can prepare yourself. You'll be ready to go.
Plus, I'm sure they'd be more than willing to negotiate maybe protection force for this place, especially if Zarafa is planning shenanigans.
Yeah, and like I mentioned before, fixing the water, fixing the electricity, fixing the elevators. That's how you get a piece of that pie.
Okay. Well, it's fine. I suppose for now. We'll go ahead and let you have 605 at 606. All right. There are a couple of 2-bed apartments. Now there's some things you need to know about this place then. First off, always mind Mama. She lives down on the first floor. She is. I might be, who goes to go punch up to the other zoner leaders, but she is the person that has a grip on this place tighter than anyone else. All right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She keeps the food coming in here. She keeps the other resources coming in here. You upset her, you upset the rest of the building. Also, above you, Mr. Stud lives up there.
Just Mr. Stud?
Yes. I mean, is it what? He just goes by Mr. Stud. I don't know what's so big about him.
You never seen any of his videos?
He makes videos.
Maeve, I may have to look into this later.
Anyway,
I have a few pitches.
Whatever. Anyway. Also, on top of that, as far as I'm concerned, should you lay a finger on another zoner in a hostile way, you guys are as good as out of here.
I mean, we won't instigate anything, but We'll defend ourselves if attacked.
Could be amenable.
Tell you what, we'll defend ourselves, and then we will bring to you whatever evidence we need to prove that it was just.
Yep.
So at least you'll get to have a call in that, and then we can
Look,
both come to you.
I might just be a fucking dweller up here. And oh, by the way, you guys want your own server room, you're gonna have to set that up yourselves. You don't get to use the building server.
Yeah, that's fine. You should meet a runner at some point. He's a dab hand.
Oh yeah, he'll have the place nice and set up. We're not worried. But yeah,
All right.
like I said, if some sort of altercation happens, we will provide proof that whatever it is, however it is that we end up having to deal with it, you'll be satisfied. And if there's repercussion, restitution that needs to be made, we'll deal with that too.
Weasel, let the Scott Brown agents in. Don't shoot at them. And as for the rest of you guys, of course, you're gonna have to pay rent to the building. Of course.
Yep.
We
weren't expecting anything else.
Great. I'm glad that we could come to such a nice agreement.
Absolutely. I like being friends with lots of people.
You look like the type. Anyway, get out of here, please. I'm in the middle of something important.
Okay.
I do a little thing on the agent this time to Maeve that says this guy is totally going to jack off to a fantasy emulator. Anyway, I should get residuals for that.
I think
she just texts back. He doesn't seem to type, especially since he doesn't seem to know Mr. Stud.
You know what? There's personal, and then there's looking out.
Well, there's also that look in this guy's eyes that it's just like I don't need a girlfriend. I need another motherboard. I need another graphics card. I need more RAM.
Okay, so he's more into the hardware than the software. Got it.
I will say this: I am an expert on dealing with geeks. That's my bread and butter. We'll figure it out. Anyway, doesn't matter. Yeah, we got this. Good job, everyone.
So
Didn't have to kill anyone. I'm so happy.
I know.
And,
Well,
So,
the easy part of the job's almost over.
yeah. Meg will pack up her multitude of explosives again.
By the way, I'm saying didn't have to kill anyone. She's saying that right in front of Weasel while they're doing stuff and everything.
Weasel is like just as soon as you guys open the door, you see Weasel like jump the fuck away from hyperdrive sniper rifle because it looks like he'd just been kind of looking over it. And just like scramble off down one of the hallways.
Hyperdrive like slings her rifle, and before he runs, she just kind of does a little like finger to her forehead, and gives him a little wink.
So that you guys make your way back down the 12 flights of stairs. And you could see 605 and 606, the doors seem to be somewhat intact. But you make your way down to see Kirby finally getting out of the van without getting shot at.
Mm-hmm.
Before we get to him, Irok's gonna look to the group. Maeve, I understand this is someone on the fringes of your guild, but I do not trust this type of individual. He seems a bit more unhinged than some of the members that I've seen you converse with.
That guy? No, he's not that unhinged compared to some of them.
Yeah, Maeve, like King Worm He might be a lot of big talk, but he's nothing compared to some of the firefighters.
Yeah.
Understand, but if an altercation happens, I'm sure we can work this out with your situation.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry.
This would not cause any big problems for you, I mean,
No.
if we need to remove them from our living situation.
No,
Yeah.
I'll have a word with the higher ups if anything needs to happen.
I think we'll be fine.
Good
Yeah.
to know. I would like to see the Green Man's other options, but this does seem barely passable in my book. The security risks are a little bit higher than I would like.
Honestly, given. Excuse me.
I mean,
No.
they're my
You
people.
meatball.
Like they're not gonna like do anything against us.
Here's the thing, though, to consider about the security risks. We have a gang here in front of us, which means that if somebody's going to come in sneaking, they have to deal with that gang. If somebody comes in gunning, they have to deal with that gang. They're basically human shields in a way.
If someone
To be honest, I'd
off
rather
it,
have a
what
gang that I
happened?
know watching my back than
Yeah.
a bunch of prissy civvies.
Understood.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Yeah,
I would
and-
like to see if they have any
and-
other options, just to before we make our final purchases.
I got you.
I do.
There may be more work in it involved as well.
Yes,
He has other
hyperdrive.
properties that need cleaned up.
I do like the idea of a gang watching our back, but what if someone, drops a couple hundred eddies and says, "Let us buy"? Can't really do much then, can we?
We
I
have to
mean-
make it worth. We have to make it so that a couple of hundred eddies is not worth their lives. Which I,
mean,
think all of
it's-
us can do.
No matter whether it's a gang or like not a gang, a couple hundred eddies will probably buy off most people.
God, you guys sell for cheap. More
I
at
mean,
the fix
I-
side
Some
of
of
it.
us have,
I mean, I don't, but a
some of
lot
us
of
have
people do.
family in need of care for. It makes it easy.
Yeah. No.
Yeah,
You
I-
do say that, Oni, but we were prepared to potentially remove them in an aggressive manner if they were not willing to negotiate for only 600 eddies apiece.
well, yeah, but also 600 eddies plus all of their gear and anything else that we found up here.
Correct. I have
Well-
some very nice gear.
This is while you guys are having this, you see a rather handsome zoner come up. For those of you guys who may recognize, if you guys are into that thing, it is Mr. Stud. Plus 12, this crowd of 12 varying folks behind him. Local expert or streetwise check. See if anyone knows anything about one of your possible neighbors.
Irok has good streetwise, but I don't think he would have any reason to check this
Understandable.
out.
Same with hyperdrive.
Ani Chen would absolutely know, but it's just how much she knows.
Maeve don't know shit. I mean, she's definitely seen a couple of the BDs, but
That would give you a little bit of a bonus there. So between the lot of you, Mr. Stud's quote unquote workspace takes up an entire floor. It is simply known as the lair. As you guys pass the 7th floor, sure enough, spray painted on the floor, the lair. And all across the walls, it's kind of got that 1960s art style to it a little bit. But Mr. Stud is known to also is part of a 13-person polycule. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
Ani Chan's not going to make direct contact, but she is going to sort of show out as she's walking by, just, basic persuasion, just to see if maybe any of them sort of catch wind of, what she's got going on.
The fuck?
If I roll really low, then that means I'm thinking of other things. Oh, nope.
Wow.
Yeah, one of them does make eye contact with you in the mix, but you guys finally get down. You see Kirby getting out of the bench. Well, they gotta get the fuck out.
No, they're willing to talk at least.
Doc.
This wasn't to get the fuck out. This was to be able to get your people in. How you negotiate after that, that's on you guys.
You know what?
And we got our place set up.
Also, we do have word that Zarafa planning to blow this place up. So
Zarafa never
they-
bought the land from us.
yeah, they're just gonna blow it up instead.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
I'm sure these people would be quite happy to provide security if you let them stay.
I mean, I guess in that. Well, then again, it's Zarafa though. Zarafa's kind of big, and
I mean, we the Zillers are definitely planning on taking the fight to Zarafa.
We might also have an inn there.
okay. Yeah. See, the thing is look, I might be part of a corp, but there's like 20 of us in like one office. So it's, and like not all of us are at the office at the same time, and we share desks. So it's just like we can't really deal with Zarafa. So if you guys do it,
Don't
Good.
worry.
Wait. You're talking. Just a second. Go ahead.
if you guys do it, great. But we're if you guys manage to deal with Zarafa, awesome. We're probably gonna try to fight them via the court. 'Cause we've got one hell of a crack shot lawyer. Yeah, actually, I should one hell of a crack lawyer. No, that sounds bad. Both ways sounds bad. She's pretty good.
I tell you
If
what.
you're in need of a crack shot, I know a gal. She just like shrugs her shoulder with the rifle slung from it.
You might hear from me later on that. But did you guys want to check out any other properties down here? Because I might also have a house. I'd seen come up. If you guys are interested in maybe a house.
I mean, I don't mind looking. It's up to you all.
Yeah, we can look.
All right.
Would you say that this is any of
What?
Go ahead.
Oh no, Lycris, your mic died.
Can you hear me?
Hello.
Yeah, there we go. We can hear you.
Okay.
Oh no.
You're breaking in and out a bit.
Signal check.
Well,
I think that was a disconnect/reconnect.
yeah.
Maybe?
Hello.
Is that better?
Hi.
That was better. That was understandable.
No, I was just saying to Kirby.
Oh, you are
He's
roboting
got
hard.
Cyber Psycho.
Oh no. It's
Oh no.
yeah, my connection is like
break for tech difficulty.
Hello. So, you guys come out here. Kirby goes ahead and shoots each of you guys 600 each.
Appreciate it.
Thank
So, interested in looking into the house?
Yeah, why not? Why not? Let's give it a look.
Now this one's a little bit closer. I mean, it's nearby the neighborhood, but it's a little bit closer to the Glen. As you guys come up, and like this part of South Night City seems to be kind of what was supposed to be like a residential area inside the city at one point. That just it wasn't able to really get along too far. But you notice that some of the homes like here in this area are actually like for the most part put together. You guys pull up to this manufactured home. Now, this, and I understand it's not like a trailer house. It's they think like the old Sears houses of old, but it's like they send it to you in the mail, and you fun fact, above table, yes, back here in the United States, Sears would mail a house to you. You just have to put it together.
Insert the Red Dead Redemption song.
But as you guys come up here, so this, if you're looking for something that maybe a little less crowded, occupied, this might be a possibility for you. Problem is, apparently, supposedly it's haunted.
Uh-huh.
I haven't seen any issues with it.
Now, when you say haunted, do you mean like an actual ghost, or do you mean like a bug in the machine?
Yeah, we talking like AI made it into the real world and hiding out here? Or?
Don't you know AI can't do that?
Uh-huh.
Ghosts aren't real. I don't know. Some people are just like, oh, I hear noises in the walls. It's like, okay, whatever.
So it's mole people.
I wish our devil dude was here. Okay.
Well,
look.
since no one is shooting at us here, perhaps you would like to show us around.
You see him just kind of fumbling through like a bunch of keys. And after a bit, he unlocks the door and just like, hold on one sec. He pulls out his pistol, stun baton, comes in. You just yell, Scott Brown Real Estate, you're in here, get the fuck out! Dead silence.
That's a hell of a catchphrase, you know?
Do I need to do a business check to find out if these people actually own any of these properties, or if they're just fucking saying they do and collecting rent?
Sure. Go ahead, roll business.
I mean, to be fair, the idea that there would be squatters just about any building is
Absolutely, but to a degree, I'm just imagining these people going into any fucking house and just being like, this is ours.
I mean, Scott Brown Real Estate took advantage of snatching up what they could during the the great evacuation to the suburbs back in the mid 20s to early 30s. So they collected what they could, and now they just kind of got a bunch of little properties all over the city.
I'm just imagining, look at me, I'm the captain now.
As a question, Mr. Kirby.
Yeah. Please, just call me Kirby.
Very well. A question for you. If we are renting tenants in good standing with you, is that still the standard greeting? If you happen to come by?
No. That's just dealing with squatters. We have a little bit of a squatter problem.
Understood. I just want to make sure I know what to prepare for working with you in the future.
Oh, no. The only time you might ever get that is if you are late on payments, which of course, rent's due on the 1st. Eviction papers come on the 2nd.
Wow, you actually give people an extra day. I'm impressed.
Well,
you don't get that much in this place.
Well, I mean, you don't like, most people don't really have a lot of shit to pack into their bags anyway, so it just takes a day. And you guys...
Maybe it's commenting that most people, if the money isn't in on the 1st, you're out on the 1st.
But coming in here, there's a little bit of a stink.
What kind of a stink?
Yeah, it smells like, sewage. Yeah. Last tenants just kind of use this place as a storehouse.
That
A storehouse
doesn't
for
smell like
what?
This doesn't smell like a storehouse unless they were storing shit.
Just to
Well,
be clear,
the
does
thing-
the septic system of this building work or not?
I mean, yeah, it's connected to the sewage system, but the problem is nobody let us know when some of the pipes got fucked up, and we weren't able to get anyone out here to fix it. So we'll get it dealt with before you move in. All right. I'm sorry about the smell. Didn't quite realize that was this house.
Yeah, Mavis gonna slowly rummage around in her bag and put on her anti-smog mask.
Hyperdrive's anti-smog mask is already on.
So you thought this was Horror House, but actually it is Shit House.
No, it is still Horror House.
Yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of Mavis going around kind of knocking on the walls to see if they're hollow. She's expecting noise in the walls means people are living in the walls.
Yeah, Irok would also like to start casing the place.
Do any of you have bug detectors on you?
I do.
All right, well, you hear a bug detector start beeping when you come into the living room, Michael.
Yeah, it's part of my cyber audio suite.
Sweet.
I don't like that sound.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's
there's
a
probably
bug here.
probably in his head if it's a cyber audio suite.
Yeah, you get the chime, and it beeps a little bit faster whenever you get closer.
Yeah, I'm
And
gonna start going around.
well, as soon as you get close enough, you just hear what sounds like shuffling around above you. And Michael, can I get a perception check from you?
Sure.
It sounds like someone shoved a speaker up in the ceiling panels of the living room.
Is there like a chair that I can stand on to open the panels?
I mean, if you want to stand on the folding chair, be my guest.
Let me take a look, and Mavis gonna take a look by. She's quite slight, so she's gonna climb on the chair and take a look.
Well, Maeve, look around. There's like one of those mini mag speakers, just up here.
What the heck? She's gonna take it down. Does it look like there's like a crawl space large enough for someone to actually be in here, or is this like just something?
Can I
that
get a
someone's
perception
placed up here
check
to
from
fuck with
you?
People? Sure. Oof.
I mean, it is a crawl space, but you don't really see like anything of great note besides the mini mag speaker that's in this spot. But it also has the bug on it.
Okay, she's gonna pull out her flashlight and take a look around the crawl space, just looking around.
Upon doing that, you happen to see what looks like a kind of a unsettling human face with like massive teeth, or like massive fangs, just spray painted onto one of the joists in here.
Got some kind of rat person marking up here?
Can I streetwise to see if I recognize that in any way?
Sure. Philharmonic vampires. They're pretty much harmless. They're just a prank gang.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah.
Nothing serious then.
Yeah, apparently, like, there was a frat that was living in here. before that, then like, but the frat used this place mainly to store. I don't know what the fuck they were storing in here, but anyway, like I don't know. They upset the Philharmonics at some point, like ruined one of their shows that they had going on down at the Opera House, which I might say they get a little weird, but I've been to one of their shows. Good stuff.
Yeah, Maven's just gonna take the bug and the speaker down and just basically speak into the bug and say, "Good prank, guys," and then deactivate it.
But yeah, so there are listening devices set up around here, and maybe from what you can tell, it's just automated that if someone walks close enough, it starts repeating their footsteps back to them.
That's honestly quite clever.
Yeah, that's a pretty good trick.
Maybe we'll explain.
Hyperdrive. Can I get a perception?
Yes.
Can I get a perception check from you? And yes, threat detection can be used. Same goes for you, Irarok.
I love me a good
to know.
threat detection can be used.
I won't use threat detection, but that's because my perception's pretty good.
I mean, you may as well. It's 3 points.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
because
I'll just take it.
You,
14.
you have perception. It comes free with your solo points.
Oh,
Yeah, there's basically no reason for you to not have threat detection up when
Fine,
you're not.
I'll
in combat.
roll it with threat perception.
Can you imagine
and
getting bullied into perceiving more?
Oh, I didn't roll with
Literally.
threat perception, but
and hyperdrive.
1 second. There we go.
For both of you, you do notice there, like, as soon as you start looking, because the door seems to spill, like the front door seems to spill into a living room area where you guys are in currently, but like all of the other doorways have really fine wires set up about them.
in like
Tripwire.
tripwire.
Yep.
Hyperdrive's gonna like kind of kneel down in one of the doorways. There's tripwires on these doors. Be careful.
Real quick question. What is the real estate, Kirby? Any possible fee associated with ghost busting? Because it seems like we're gonna have to remove some traps in this place.
I mean, look, if you guys deal with it, perhaps I could see about, you know, I pay you guys to maybe deal with this one.
This should be a
Maybe we'll go and take care of the tripwires.
So, hyperdrive, what you notice is it looks like somebody took like a fabricated metal box and there's like aluminum foil, and the tripwire seems to like, if the pin is pulled via pulling the tripwire, it fires whatever's behind the aluminum foil out.
She's kind of like. She's like kneeling in front of the door. She's kind of like looking along it and like kind of following it back. That there points at like the box covered in aluminum. Seems to be whatever will happen when the tripwire is pulled.
Oh, don't worry. I'm used to dealing with tripwires. Both setting them up and disarming them. They're rarely used for explosives, but
I bet you it's a gas or something.
I'm curious as to what that'll shoot. However, I'm curious without wanting to trip the tripwire.
yeah, I can disarm it and then we can check it out afterwards.
Yeah, let's hit this house, get paid, and then decide whether or not.
What
While
kind
we're
of
doing it, we
rolls
can
So-
would you like to disarm them?
Demolitions, please.
Yes.
But yeah, Hyperdrive and Irarok, you guys have seen like shitty like door traps get put up before. And if you guys have played Rainbow Six Siege, think like the Capcan traps. That's what these things look like.
Oh
Okay.
God.
Yes, that's a 19 on demolitions.
All right, well you got two poor quality door explosives. Basically, if you roll one,
Oh
well,
shit! They bombed They actually bombed this place.
these are not Philharmonic though.
Oh, okay.
These appear to be scav. They, like for Maeve, you've seen these scav. This is very popular with scavs when they're trying to, control a place where they have found shit that they want to keep.
How old?
Fucking scavs.
Looks like it. It looks like it was just freshly drilled in here.
Ooh, okay.
Looks like you've got a nice little scav infestation here.
God
Well,
damn it!
they don't do this in places that they live. They do this in places that they have shit that they want to come back for.
Still an infestation if they come back.
So, well, of course, it's a 2-story house. I mean, you got a couple. But anyways,
Please tell us about the property.
Yes.
all right. So it's
please explain.
so it's a 2-story house. Okay, it's and it's got. And I've rented this place out for $7,500 a month. To understand, it's kept 6 frat boys entertained for a whole school year. I don't know how 6 guys and 4 bedrooms work, but
Oh, you don't want to know.
Look, I don't care. We at Scott Brown welcome everyone of all walks, except for scavs and squatters and people that are delinquent on their rent. But anyway, if you so wish, for $7,500 a month, 4 beds, 2 baths. You do have a garage once you're ready for me to pop that open, I will happily pop it open. Above table, that'll just require the garage upgrade once the time comes.
Okay.
And then also, of course, you got the main living room here. You got smaller commons upstairs. You can probably use it as an office space even. 2 bathrooms, a kitchen / dining room area. And I mean, at least kind of looking out, you could already see like one of the neighbors on the porch with a double barrel shotgun, just kind of watching, peeking, just curious to what's going on. And for the most part, the neighbors.
Neighbor with a shotgun, a coy little wave.
You see him just kind of get in front of the window where the neighbor is, and for the most part, the neighbors mind their own business. Except him. They just don't mind him. I'm pretty sure he's lived here during the nuke. I don't know.
There a basement or something I could set up as like a tech lab?
The basement will need to be worked on. Give us some time. Above table, basically, you guys use some HQ points. They'll get the basement up and going to be a full functional location.
I think there is like an upgrade for like a tech work.
Yep,
base.
there is.
Yeah.
So you do have this, and this could be a possibility if you so wish.
Personally, I have a stronger preference for this place, but I am willing to hear the opinions of everyone else. Assuming we could rid it of all of its ghosts.
The downside, though, is like this is that one part of South Night City where the cops do end up coming through. If that's not your thing. And when I mean the cops, I mean the riot police.
I think our home life should be quite quiet by comparison. But, again, I am willing to hear opinions.
When you say they come through, do they come through or do they come through? She kind of like accentuates the saying it the second time, as in like implying do they come into places, or is it just like
they don't knock indoors? But I have had tear gas canisters get shot through our windows, and we've had to bill the NCPD, and they still haven't paid us yet. So yeah, we don't really do real estate for the NCPD.
Okay.
So, would you rather deal with a gang that I'm in good standing with, or would you rather deal with
A gang that you're not in good standing with.
basically a gang
Yeah.
that we're not in good standing with? Because that's all the NCPD really are.
That's the thing, yeah. Police as a
some-
gang is sometimes a scarier deterrent, though, as far as home safety. If it's a police patrolled area,
I mean, do they patrol or do they just come around, cracking skulls?
that's the question.
Someone
Since this is
has-
close to the
Yeah.
Glen, could I do a streetwise check, see if I know anything about this particular area?
Yes, and yes, hyperdrive.
As someone who has been tear gassed before, I'd prefer that to not be a regular
Yeah.
occurrence.
I will say one of the advantages that this place has over the other place is that it's like there's less people around. Like if we are over at the apartments, we are definitely going to have to be dealing with a lot of different people. Meanwhile, if we're here, what are they building in that basement down there? For the most part, they'll never know. And I'm not saying that's my preference. I'm just saying that is the difference between the two as far as I'm seeing it. Living space though and rent, just to be clear, meta gameway is basically the same thing, right? Or
As
is
long
one
as we
more?
buy the rent reduction. I think
Yes,
that'd be
we're doing the rent reduction.
So
Unless I'm vetoed,
I mean, I'm very happy with the rent reduction.
Cool.
I think that's really the point of us moving all in together, is to get that
Yeah.
rent reduction cost.
yeah.
And then
Now,
if we take the morale upgrade as well, it also reduce our food costs as well.
Now-
Did I learn anything off of 15?
with that 15, it's patrolled between the two different groups. There is Rex Royale's edge runners who make sure that those that are living around one block toe the fucking line.
Yep.
And basically, you are right on the edge of the Glen in the combat zone. This is the line, is where you're at right now.
Okay, so we're near Rex territory, for better or worse.
And also, so the cops will pass through here. Edge runners are also here. This is a spot that can be a real. It depending on the day, can really depend on the level of violence that shows up around here.
Gotcha, but it has a chance of being very quiet for a long period of time too.
Same, yeah.
also-
If at most, it might be the occasional little booster gang fight that happens in the street, but those get quelled pretty quickly.
I'll also
Gotcha.
say it's a little closer to the jobs, isn't it?
A lot
It
of our
depends
jobs
on
are
where
gonna
your
be-
jobs go. But it's actually a pretty central spot in the city.
Yeah, if it's right on that border, that's kind of central to a lot of the places that we're going right now.
So I was right that it's going to be about the same price, Diamond, either way. It's
No.
just the flavor that we're picking.
Yeah, it's $7,500 a month.
Okay,
And-
what is it going to be after we use the headquarters thing, the rent thing?
The
Rent
rent
reduction,
reduction.
it'll go from $7,500 to $2,500 a month.
Oh wow! So that drops it a lot.
Yeah, because it takes
Yeah, so this would be
it takes it down a notch because there is no cost for a corporate con app, so it goes down the next step from.
This is exactly what I was looking for. Yes, 100%. I think you know what? Looking around, other than the smell, I love this place. This is a lovely place.
No, is anybody going to go actually have a look at the smell?
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah,
That's
we'll
like-
go
I-
check out as well.
It's not.
After we
It's
look
not
at the-
sewage.
It's body.
Dead body.
The leftover
I mean-
works of some scabs.
So yeah, Irok would be very familiar with the smell of old bodies, so I think he would probably quietly pace that as we went in.
Well, to be fair, besides that body, two things. One, between Oni and myself, we could probably get you all some bulletproof windows and, prevent that tear gas from coming in. At least from the canisters. Two, as there is a dead scav here, we can either assume that whatever was here that was worth protecting is gone now from another scab
No, that-
killing this scab,
That,
or
that's not a dead scab. That's someone that scabs have been working on.
oh, sorry, my apologies.
In other words, this is a place where they drag victims to strip them down. It's basically a chop shop for people.
Okay, I think I think now with that knowledge, I just misunderstood and was thinking that they were using this to store stuff, but now that we've saw the person, they are storing people.
You see Kirby just kind of. Oh. All right, you know what? I will deal with that. I'll get a cleanup crew in here to deal with that. How about you guys go upstairs, go have a look, make sure it's something you guys want. And
Let's go check
Yeah.
out the bedrooms and stuff upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway,
So-
as she's walking up, she's talking about the thing that she's pitching for a morale booster. So I'm thinking right over there is where we could put the stripper pole, and we could have like a whole little setup and some cameras and stuff like that if we want to share it. If you don't want to share, that's fine too. And everybody can use it as an exercise thing. I'm just saying it might boost morale. Just saying.
Perhaps we can have a nice sitting area as well. Maybe
Well, yeah.
a nice cocktail bar.
Yeah, you
No,
put a couple couches in front of the stripper. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
though,
I'm on board with it.
perception checks.
Yes, please. As we're going upstairs.
Yep.
Nice.
27
Oh,
Maeve.
Maeve hears it. Irok hears it. You could just quietly hear it, just the very slight rack of a shotgun. Like someone's trying to quietly do it.
Which paint us a scene here. What
So-
are we looking at?
Coming up the stair, as you come up the stairs, off to like it comes into like the central common area that's above the living room, and then you see what appears to be an open bathroom, in the like a bathroom that's open, and then a couple of bedroom doors that are shut, and from a bedroom off to the left, you can hear the rap. It's very very muted.
I think Irok immediately like stops everyone and then silently like tags Maeve with a nod, and he's gonna like try to lead a charge into that space.
Do we want to call it out first rather than just charging in against the shotgun?
While
think
the combat people are strategizing real quick, Maeve, Ani-chan is with her agent sending to Kirby. Yeah, we're about to deal with that problem that we discussed, so you might want to get the paycheck ready. And a sigh. And also, hide somewhere or get safe.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. No, you go ahead first.
I think Irok is just gesturing to Maeve as like a quiet let's strike kind of
Okay.
gestures.
Because Maeve is about to call out, but okay. Hey, if you prefer to do it quiet, then you do it quiet.
Yeah, he's seen your martial arts and like your physical, like your hand to hand in
Yeah.
action more than a few times, so he trusts you to like be his second.
Yep. Maeve will basically just pull up her bulletproof shield then, and
Mhm.
I'll take point.
He nods
man.
and yep.
And Maeve
I
is
think-
basically gonna kick in the door, and
Yeah, Irok and Maeve are gonna to rush this sound.
All right. Well, in that case, then, you guys see what appears to be this, you guys see this young man that's got like stitches all over his body and missing an eye, holding this gun marked Bubba Buster up at you guys. Just now, one more step. Fuck off. I got nothing left. I got nothing more in me! Fuck off!
it looks like we found a living victim of the scabs.
Yeah, is this
Like-
giving Scav victim or Scav?
He's missing one of his legs. Also.
Scav victim, got it.
Yep. Look,
And-
we're not We're
get
not gonna hurt you.
Can I get evasion checks from Iraq and Maeve though? Because he is going
yeah.
to shoot though.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, the shells just blast over the side of the wall, and you just watch as he tries to. Actually, is that okay? That is not, that is a 4. All right, so it doesn't jam.
No.
Who the fuck are you?
Can I try to persuade to calm this guy down? Like, go in, gentle.
Yeah, I mean, look, basically, as soon as what we see, Maeve is basically being more gentle type. Look, name's Firebrand. I'm not part of whoever did this to you. Like, we're here looking to basically rent this place.
Yeah, and she's Ani-chan is getting a read on this person. Like, what is the best approach?
As he looks at you, Firebrand, stop looking at me with all 6 of them eyes. Don't look at me like that.
I only have 2 eyes.
You're one of them things that come crawling out of the hot zone. 4 arms, 6 eyes. He is. He's all he is. He is glassed as fuck.
Yeah. I think you got a bit of drugs in you there, June.
Can I try a persuade on this guy?
Good luck.
Yeah. I know it's going to be high, but,
He's very, very high on blue glass right now, and he's having the worst trip of his fucking life. Oh my god. Oh.
That was good.
If I think that it is a better
Be gone, butt.
if it is a better angle to approach him in his reality as opposed to our reality, then that's what she'll do. That's what the human perception was all about.
He's very out of it. He looks like he's very gone right now. He is on the worst trip of his life.
Okay.
And
then
he's gonna be coming down hard off of it.
Yeah, so she goes up to him very, very slowly with her hands out. And it's like, I understand the monsters have been dealt with. We're the angels who were sent to rescue you. And that's with that persuasion.
I'm gonna see if he can pull it together. Oh no.
That was a 1, oh dear.
Oh boy. So he goes to try to fire again, and you just see the gun jam up. You just see him back off more.
Look, Chuma, we're not gonna hurt you. You don't need to keep trying
That's
to shoot
what they
us.
all say.
I mean, I would have thought Scavs would have been very open about the fact they want to hurt you, actually.
And I am going to roll the endurance check here. Oh. Okay. He's after a little while, he just kind of see like him just like start nodding. Just it looks like he's coming down. Basically, you guys caught him on the ass end of him coming down off the drugs.
Yeah.
Maybe it's basically gonna step forward and stop him from collapsing to the ground, essentially. No point letting him hurt himself.
He's stuck on the ground. He's
Oh,
only
okay.
got 1 foot. His other lower cyber leg is gone.
Knowing the state of Night City at this point, there's nowhere that's going to help this guy.
Nope. Unless you find more folks that might be a bit more benefactor in this case.
There are 2 ways we can deal with this situation. He's looking to Maeve and Oni at this point.
Mhm.
They essentially equate the same thing. we can put this poor unfortunate person out of the misery that has been inflicted upon them. Or we can put them out on the streets, where the streets will do the exact same thing.
There may be one other option.
I mean,
Oh.
they may have
if you-
trauma team that's been blocked or something. We don't know.
If you have an option, I'm willing to hear it. I am only talking about what I have seen in this Forsaken City.
Well, I mean, okay, so we've been playing around that Ani-chan had that cyber doc and that tech, you know, the ones who like her outfits and all that. She's gonna try and call him and see if there's anything that can be done in this sort of situation, like what his advice is and what he would charge as far as making things at least slightly better. You know,
Actually,
maybe-
Like medical grade stuff.
there
at
is a location you know of that might be willing to take his case.
oh,
Place known as From the Ashes. Ran by a doctor known as Phoenix Redwood.
okay. Then yeah. Do I need to make a call first before we just show up?
No, it's just getting him there.
least. Sounds like we got a place for him.
If only somebody here had a car, a nice, comfortable corporate car, ever so slightly, her eyes slowly turning to Michael.
Yeah, if only there were ambulances running around for people like this.
Yeah, there's not actually. There's
No?
ambulances for people like you, and there sometimes ambulances for people like me if I really hustle.
Yeah, we're talking about the kind of ambulances that you pay a monthly fee for. That's
Hyperdrive.
within the range of most people.
Hyperdrive, you might be able to
Damn it.
carry him.
There's
I'll
so
put
many
him in the
people.
car.
Fucking. Why are there so many bots out on tonight?
Might be able to carry him, but if we can put him in a car, that'll be.
Yeah, we could put him in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
But-
carry him to the car.
Hyperdrive, you do know a pretty fast route to get to From the Ashes. You know all the little shortcuts around this part of the city. Like,
I may not carry him there, but I know a quick way there.
you
I
see,
think Durok's gonna stay at the property and just keep clearing it, just making sure
Yeah,
everything's good.
Maybe I'll stay at the property as well, since
All
she's
right.
disarming the traps and stuff.
I turn to Kirby. Okay, so we are going to clear this place, and obviously we're clearing this out. Instead of you paying us for any of that, like we talked about it being a possibility, if we find like a decent rate for this guy, if you'll just sort of like cover him for the night so that he can get stabilized.
who the fuck is this guy?
Somebody who has been torn apart by scabs.
Well,
A victim.
we aren't liable for what happens in this case, so
I
I'm
know you're
sorry.
not liable. I know you're not liable, but you were going to pay us anyway for clearing this out. So what I'm saying is, as opposed to paying us, handle this. Basically, this is charity from me.
Tell him to send the bill
Right.
my way then.
Okay, gotcha.
All right. So with that, you guys will be able to run him out to Phoenix's. She'll take him in, send the bill out, but you guys now have home. But there's still one other little pesky problem you gotta deal with that starts with a Z. And nightfall's
Ziggurat.
coming. Not Ziggurat. Zarafa.
Sorry, Zarafa, yeah.
Just to clarify, everyone is good with this type of location, right? I
Yeah.
want to make sure we don't have to do a full scene about it, but everyone was.
Yeah.
All right. So you
I mean,
guys
Maeve might have preferred the other location a little bit, since that's who she works with, but she's okay with this one as well.
That's fair.
And I look at it this way: we've still made a contact over there, so we can still help out and do things, Maeve, as that works out. You know, we've still put them into a better position than they were as far as negotiation goes, and you know, we can make sure that everything is on the up and up. But yeah, we need to deal with the other thing because we don't want them to get blown up because that's.
Yep. Well, we want to blow up some ziggurat. We don't want the
Not ziggurat.
doors to get blown up.
Other Z.
God damn it, Zarafa. Sorry.
All the Zeds coming in.
Yeah. Too many companies start with Z, damn it.
That's how you know they're evil.
We'll go after Zebra Rat. They're the worst.
So
They make fruit stripe gum.
with
Let's
that,
Kill some zebras?
Maeve,
Uh-huh.
while loud and while loud is usually a pretty good way to deal with it, probably in the case of a heavily guarded location, probably sneaking in and just blowing their equipment sky high is maybe
Maeve can do sneaky.
it's probably
she can
a
do
much
sneaky.
better way of doing things here.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Yep.
It can be a sneaky.
Yeah, and I've talked about it before. There is C9 from Cyberpunk 2020, which it's like $100 per block of C9, and it's very stable. And
She's gonna grab 2 blocks of that.
all right, and plus, like for you still got a little bit of time if you need to make another block or two.
100 eddies is a day worth.
Oh, okay. Because I thought, no, you could produce at a cheaper rate. But yes, Mike.
I was just gonna say, since it is Baz running this, Mike will hand you the money. He'll hand you basically whatever you need, like $200-$300 for if you want an extra block.
Plus,
Well, if you're footing the bill, sure, let's get the extra destruction in there.
plus, Oni, you also know where to acquire some extra C9 from questionable places, but hey, it's C9.
Yeah.
You happen to know somebody within the NCPD who happens to maybe not who wants to help the public but not help the NCPD. But
Gotcha.
they do it from the inside.
Hey, if they're selling the good explosives, they're selling the good explosives.
Look, they
quick
only need to keep the evidence till the case is over.
Quick question. I've done the haggle for making us more money as a group. Can I still do the other 2 haggles for getting stuff cheaper?
Well, the haggle for like getting more money is just per person. So you could haggle with someone else for more money if need be, but
So I'm hearing a yes to haggling for cheaper
but
prices.
if you want $90 per block of C9, I mean, go ahead and roll me a haggle check.
Actually, what I was thinking is just so that we have like a little bit of an excess for like later on.
Buy 5,
I would-
get a 6th one free.
We'll buy 5. I think it's 4 and you get the 5th.
Nope.
it's
It's
five
buy
and
5,
get
6
6 free.
one free. I know that because I used that one recently.
Okay.
Yeah, Maeve doesn't mind throwing in 200 to get 6 on, I guess.
Okay. She will try with a haggle then.
Also,
Alright.
would it be reasonable as we were driving around that Maeve could have patched up my armor real quick?
Yeah.
Didn't I do that already for you?
Yeah, it's already happened.
Or did
Oh, I
did it get damaged after it was upgraded?
It got damaged after it was upgraded at the
The
hotel.
The last job.
Yeah,
I was just gonna leave
probably-
mine for next
probably
time we
not-
had free time.
on the
It'll
road.
take a day to repair it, unfortunately. I think.
Okay, that's
So go ahead and give me the haggle check, Oni. Okay,
Okay.
you know what? Yeah.
Making
Also,
up for all those ones last week.
Yeah.
all right. So that I really don't have a map for this because I wasn't thinking you guys like. I mean, if you guys do at least well enough, we won't need a combat map for this. If not, I do
fine.
have something to work with here.
Okay.
But yeah, like looking out at the place, though, it looks like there's a couple of Garaf 3s, a few cargo containers stacked up with supplies. There's a small fuel depot with a Choo-2 tank that, they're to fuel the vehicles. And also a small construction site office. And there's a few guards roaming around the place.
I think for this job, Irok is going to be on unavoidable guard interaction duty.
Yeah, because
So he's gonna try and assassinate anyone who's in the way, like that we can't get around.
Yeah, because I'd say compared to the Gunmart door cracker, C9 might take just a little bit more. Let me check like what the DV is to make a Gunmart door cracker work. It takes 30 seconds, 10 rounds of combat to set one up. It can be reduced to an action with a DV15. It can be attempted once. So I'd say it's good, like, because of like C9 being just a wee bit more complex, it can be. I imagine it can be linked to a disposable cell phone or an agent. It'll be a DV17 to set up a C9 charge, and you gotta do probably at least 5 to get a good, like, just leveling this place.
Okay.
Well, luckily we got a few extra.
Yep.
We get
And
hyperdrive on long distance sniping.
Is there a like spot for her to do that?
yeah, actually, Empire Heights, actually. You'll be able to set up.
Hyperdrive will set up in the Empire Heights
Yeah,
with a
so-
rifle.
So hyperdrive, consider yourself at prime range to pick off anyone here, and you can see about 12 guards wandering around.
Got 12 guards wandering.
Well, 12 from time to time, but it seems to be a cycle of them, where it's 6 of them are out in patrol vehicles that are kind of roaming around the areas.
Gotcha.
And then the other 6 are on site, 2 at each gate, and then the other 2 wandering around.
Looking like 2 at each. We're looking. Let's see. 1 second. Sorry. And she like just hears her like counting, but like you can't hear the numbers, but she's clearly counting through the like comms. All right. Got it. There's 2 at each gate. I think I see 2 on patrol. There could be more, but it looks like a couple vehicles. I can't quite tell how many are in there, but maybe 3 to a vehicle? I'm not sure.
And as for everyone else,
For Michael, could he actually be up with hyperdrive and roll a you borrow the sniper rifle so he can take a quick glance and roll a tactics to evaluate what he believes they would be doing to kind of give a bonus to our individuals sneaking in?
sure.
You're gonna need to roll a persuasion check for Hype to get the rifle off a hyperdrive.
Can
Well,
I give hyperdrive $50? Can I bribery and just borrow the thing? I mean, I got pretty good persuasion. I can, if you really
It's
want.
up to you. I mean, if you want to give Hyperdrive $50, she'll like kind of grumble and like pocket the eddies and then just hand you the rifle.
Ani-chan, since she doesn't, I don't want to risk her stealth or anything like that, and she doesn't really have like a set thing that she can do here. She's gonna hang out with, I'm assuming, our getaway, which is probably this the corporate car, and just sort of provide like if somebody comes over here, then she'll try to talk them, to move along or something like that.
Okay. That leaves Iraq and Dave to go in. So, with that tactics,
for now.
Michael,
Got the repairs.
from what it
What's
looks like, the back entrance doesn't seem to have patrol cars pass by as often. And if you and Hyperdrive can pick them both off, these idiots, I mean, they're wearing Kevlar, but for what it seems like, with how quiet it's been, these ding-dongs have decided that taking their helmets off might be a good idea, because it's a bit of a hot one tonight.
Oh boy.
Do you have a silencer by chance, Michael?
I cannot shoot from this range. I have a silencer on my pistol, but unless we're saying that my assault rifle will be good enough, I don't know if I can.
You'd be like a notch up from like sniper rifle does pretty good at this distance.
If it's prime.
So prime for a sniper rifle, actually, it's prime for both of you at DV15.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Well, technically, prime for
assault rifle is a little bit closer,
but it's 15 for both of us.
Yeah, I mean, 15's not bad.
Yeah.
So you pop heads, and also, if I remember correctly, I think silencers are universal. They just screw on. I think they just screw on the muzzles. Let me add.
There's not like anything in Toggle's Temple about like different suppressors or different silencers for different firearm sizes.
I mean, I could also buy a well, actually, no, I can't do any of this.
The silencer is $100.
It's the Stolboy or whatever it is. I can't add it. I do not believe I can add equipment to it.
The Stolva Boy?
Yeah.
ST5? One sec. 12 days of gun myths, please.
I mean, that said, if we don't want to think about this too hard, arguably, there are probably people at my job that have assault rifles, and if I walked in, grabbed one, and walked out, nobody's going to ask me about that if I return.
I mean, technically, Hyperdrive has has like just a standard assault rifle as well.
Yeah, perfect.
He does, yeah.
So yeah, you'd be able to transfer your silencer over to that. Having to make the adjustments to make it fit onto the barrel.
Hope you can still shoot straight, old man.
I've been shooting since before you were born.
Maven Earrock, you guys notice they got razor wire around the top of the entire fucking construction site.
Okay.
So climbing over the fence will not work unless you guys snip that shit. Which there's a chance if you fail trying to cut and remove, you will slice yourself up pretty fucking good.
So we'll need to do that after have they removed the guards yet, or I didn't know if they were shooting to do so.
That's up to you guys how you want to do entrance. If you want these two to pick off the guards and then you guys go in the gate, that's an option.
Okay.
Or you could maybe find a spot to cut open some razor wire and get in.
Earrock doesn't carry tools like that right now, so that'd be on Maeve if she felt confident.
I mean, she's got her tech bag.
Yeah, your tech bag would work for this Maeve.
Cool. Then yeah.
Give it a try, and then if not, then we'll ice the guards.
Yep, sounds like a plan.
All right, so plan A is cut in, which also, of course, Michael and Hyperdrive will also deal with opening up your route of escape if need be.
Yep. Basically, don't fire unless we're spotted or about to be spotted.
Yeah.
if we manage to get through this way.
All
Yeah,
right.
if it's only one or two in our way, Irok should be able to deal with those. So
Yeah.
For that, Maeve, can I get a basic tech check from you to
Yes, you may.
work on this razor wire? All right. Zarafa is really, really good at doing this kind of shit. And luckily, you're just a step better, it seems. You're able to...
Maeve's better at breaking things? Whoa!
No,
In the good way. In the good way.
Yeah. Who are you? How did you get in here? I'm a locksmith, and I'm a locksmith. you,
So
you
with
have
that,
to know
you're-
how to take things apart to put them back together again.
you're able to create a safe...
Picking lawyer here.
You're able to create safe opening for you and Irok to get in.
All right, what's our first target? We got the big tank, we got some vehicles, we got the structure itself. What's Maeve going for?
Can I figure out, like, what I've got, how to do the most damage?
Roll me a
Also,
demolitions
since-
check. Go ahead, Hyperdrive.
Since they're going in, like, since they've made it in quietly, Hyperdrive's more going to be, like, kind of following them with her sniper.
Okay.
Versus, like,
Do we have any
Thankfully-
rerolls stocked?
I think we do.
You have
Thankfully, that was
two.
just to figure things out, but
You have 2 rerolls.
do you want me to use a reroll on that? Because that's still a 14.
Yeah.
And this is just to figure out how to do the most damage.
I think we're okay. I think we'll save it, right?
Yeah.
We're
All right.
confident in that.
Well, with this 14, Maeve, you in your time, you know how to, like, make the biggest boom. And honestly, the Chu-2 tank, there's that. However, something else I will offer because of your experience. That construction office all the way across on the other side of the yard probably has many, many important things to help get this project going inside of it.
Okay, so she's gonna put a brick of the C9 on the Chu-2 tank.
All right, so you're gonna make your way over there.
Yep.
All right, you two roll me stealth against these guards.
Absolutely.
We got a 13 and a 19 versus their perception.
Phew.
Just for a moment there, Maeve, you just kind of hear the
Yeah.
guard's footsteps stop for just a moment. Yeah. And then they start walking again.
Must have been the wind.
All right, so you're making your way over there to the Chu-2 tank. Now it looks
Yep.
like with something this size, with Chu-2, you're just gonna need one.
Yep.
However, they did follow safety procedures, so if this thing does blow up, it shouldn't cause too much collateral damage. But that much Chu-2 costs a lot of fucking money.
Yep, exactly.
That's the best thing to blow up. Not collateral damage and lots of money on the people that we're trying to blow it up from.
Yep.
Corpse in Night City taking proper safety measures?
Well, of course. So that way, in case they have to go talk to the insurance man, they followed all the right rules.
True.
Is
So-
that demolitions roll to set a C9 on this?
Yeah, if you don't want to take 30 seconds to set it.
I think right now we have the time. I think.
Yeah, I
we're-
think we got the time. We're not.
All right,
Does it look like there are any guards that would patrol past in the next 30 seconds?
Maybe.
Can Hyperdrive see like the guard patrol patterns and like let them know if one's coming their way?
You assume they have patterns, but hyperdrive. I will get because you've taken some time to really look. There is one that's kind of that seems a little clueless. Is kind of aimlessly wandering towards the Choo-Choo tank because also it just so happens the Porta Johns are over there.
Is he by himself?
Yep.
All right. Now, the other important question. Do we have like comms to those two down there?
Yeah.
All right. Iraq, you've got lone one coming your way. Wandering. Looks like he might be wandering towards the Porta Johns, but his path is looks like it's gonna cross y'all where y'all are.
Okay, if it's time sensitive, she's gonna take the time. Like she's gonna do the check to do it quickly.
All right, you get one chance, or else it'll take 30 seconds. So go ahead.
Oh, okay. Can I use a reroll on that one?
Yeah, there it is. That's the one for the reroll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, using one of your 2 rerolls. All right.
There we go. That's much better.
All right, so you'll be able to get that one set up pretty quickly, and you can hear the boots crunching over the gravel.
Yeah, and then
God.
back away into the. There we go. Repaying the reroll.
God, I should not have eaten that burrito. Oh, it's fucking me up.
Yeah, she would have slaved it to basically a remote control to her agent,
All right.
so she can explode it from a distance.
So with that, you see him, Iraq. Are you? What are you thinking?
If he's just having a bad time, then we're gonna leave him. If he's not looking for anyone, we're just gonna leave him for right now.
Oh, he's looking for John, the portable one. Like
Absolutely.
He's got that airport walk going on. Is what he's got going on.
Absolutely. So he's following Maeve to the next location she thinks is
All
best.
right. All right, Maeve. Where are you thinking?
So heading towards the. In heading towards the former place, is there does it take us by any of the vehicles?
It takes you by one of the graphs.
I can set up some explosives on that graph then.
How's our area looking around here?
You're gonna be passing through a large open area to get there.
Okay.
So I'm gonna need stealth checks from you guys.
Yep.
Meanwhile, one of these guys is currently preoccupied. The other one is, out there. So Maeve's got 15. Iraq.
18.
All right.
Yep.
The other guard is just like Michael and Hyperdrive. You see this other guard. They are too busy. And from what you can see through your scope, Hyperdrive, they are too busy playing Roach Race at the moment.
Oh.
From some weird fantasy game, I guess called the Wizardrer, or I don't know, some spoof of The Witcher. Anyway,
The Watcher?
we're actually
we have time for a longer setup on this one, right?
yes.
Cool.
Well, actually,
that's gonna take the longer time.
CD Projekt Red is canon, so technically, I guess The Witcher is technically canon.
Yeah, because you could find the 2020 rules in Cyberpunk 2077.
Well, I'm talking about like the company that CD Projekt Red's with is actually part of is actually the people that made this app. So technically, I guess The Witcher is canon as a series.
Playing The Witcher 5.
No, it's The Witcher 4. It finally came out. That means we can finally get DLC for Puddleforge game. That's a joke. A lot of people ask. We're waiting on the next Witcher video game to come out before we get more Witcher DLC.
Yep. We're still waiting on GTA 6 though.
That just got canceled.
Ah.
So we're in the good timeline.
So take 5 is working on it. But
my favorite game
you guys
Take
are
5 entertainment.
you guys are gonna be able to take some time. But you know, Dave, drafts are 5,000 ads. You might need a actually. What do graphs run on here? Because graphs are any text, just like absolute fucking.
Yeah,
Alright.
they're not gonna be able to get out of here quietly though.
Not with that attitude.
Oh, it would. Let me see what they can function off of.
Because they're like the size
Oh,
of.
they require net architectures.
Thank you for the reroll culture. So that's
Added.
up to 3 now. Yep. Because I added 1 once I used it.
So, with that, you're able to put a C9 charge onto its fuel tank.
Yep. And then I guess we head towards the foreman's office.
Absolutely.
All right. So you guys do see a patrol vehicle come by, and for Michael and Hyperdrive, you see it pull up towards your car, Michael. You guys see one of these two rent-a-cops get out of the car and walk up towards. Just tap on the window. You guys got a business being here?
Okay, quick. I'm going to do a quick human perception on this guy. I want to see if this is like all business kind of guy, or if he has like a little bit of a of a freak side. Let's see, human
Freaky.
perception. 23.
He's just trying to collect a fucking paycheck.
Okay, then I'll still go basically with the same sort of situation. She rolls down her window, and she's got like the top couple of buttons popped and everything, and sort of breathing heavy. The windows are a little foggy. I just having a little bit of fun, officer. Is there a problem?
First off, gross. Second off, can you do that elsewhere?
Gross. Seriously, I can't believe I'm being insulted like that. I suppose we could move around a little bit.
You just.
How
Like,
about this? Look, I'm close.
what?
I'm close. He's been close about 4 or 5 times now. If you give me a certain amount of time, get finished, we will be on our way and won't be bothering you anymore. And then she's gonna roll persuasion on that.
I don't fucking get paid enough for this shit.
Do I even need to roll? Is he just walking off?
Go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Oh gosh, Meter, you good? You just see him just. You just see him just like rub his eyes. You know what? Fine. I guess. You know what? Just Get the fuck out of here once you're done. If I see you here next time we pass by, it's cuffs. Got it?
Oh, cuffs. Did we bring cuffs?
Fuck off! As you see him get back into his car. Meanwhile, the driver, he just takes a deep breath. Just please don't get me tied up in these kinds of things.
Well, we didn't bring rope either.
I don't get paid enough for this either.
She's about to. She's like really close to saying, "Well, how much do you usually get paid?" But then she cuts it off because that's as far as she wants to tease him.
Like up in the building, hyperdrive covers the mic and just like looks over to Michael and is just like, "We have a really interesting fixer, don't we?"
Interesting is a solid word.
So, how about the stealth checks?
Let's
How
do
about
it.
the Mets?
The Mets, baby, let's go! Anyway.
18.
Alright, and Maeve,
I'm gonna use another reroll on that.
Absolutely.
There we go,
Man,
that's better.
you're supposed to roll
Back
good.
down to 2.
Maybe did you get like corrupted by my rolls from last session?
Quite possibly.
Alright,
Someone has to be the person.
well,
No, Maeve was rolling too well a couple days ago.
Yeah.
see this person pick up
Carol's come back.
a call and just wonder, hey! Look, I promise I'll have the money next week. You know, I'm always good for it. Look, next week we're gonna get fucking blasted. We're gonna get plastered, I tell you. Whatever. Anyway, I'm working a stupid security gig. Anyway, I'll talk to you soon. What the fuck is TJ? You see the other guard wander off. Well, gonna take you time to work on your. You're probably gonna need a couple of charges of C9 for this place.
I was thinking at least 2 or 3.
Yeah.
The 6 we have.
At least a couple.
Oh, I have 4 now. Yeah, can we check and see if there's anything, like, useful here before we...
Gonna need a lockpicking check to open the door.
is that something you're good at, Eric?
No.
Or basic tech.
I'll go basic tech.
Above table, I have a 2 in pick lock.
I have like 8 for straight tech, so
Yep.
that's 17 on basic tech.
Alright, well. Getting in here then. You find what appears to be it's just a small office space with a couple desks and what looks like plans for for the new factory that's coming up. Of course, you know, a couple of laptops.
My Yoink closed laptops.
I think over the radio to Michael. Do you have any interest in these plans?
If they're not too hard to get out, I wouldn't mind having them.
Eric's gonna roll them up and stick them in his coat.
Yep.
You've officially upgraded to corporate espionage.
The only thing better if them blowing in a building from the outside is setting bombs on the inside, so...
Yeah.
While we're here-
Also, you do find you find something in here, by the way, Maeve.
Oh,
You find a little graph 3.
mine.
I call dibs.
I already called dibs.
No.
Mine.
It is small, and
Yeah,
these things
that's-
sell for $500.
That's going in the bag.
It can't fit in the bag. It's 3 feet tall,
Okay, well, she's
or
gonna be taking that out
it's
of here
basically
then.
a meter tall, is what it is.
Yeah.
It's not
Okay.
little by any means. Well, it's
For those
little compared to the big to the big graphs.
Yeah. Yeah, she's getting that out of here.
For those of us who might not know what that is off the top of our head,
Oh, just to clarify what a giraffe 3 is. It is a large giraffe-shaped crane. Okay?
They're pretty adorable.
My first graph 3 is like a meter tall, like toy variant of it. It has a move speed of 1, and apparently has instructions for combat in All About Drones, but it's like it doesn't have weapons. It literally just walks, and it
Yeah,
has like
and-
it is a small crane. It's basically a
You guys
little
are posting a
crane.
pic.
cool, thank you.
Yeah, so take that, make it a meter tall, and just give it some big chibi eyes.
Hey, don't take my eyes.
No, not those eyes. Let me.
Good eyes?
Yeah, kind of like that. Here, I'll post it for you lot over here in Black Spark, because my guess. My guess is it's based on the enamel pin.
Oh.
It also kind of looks like the stabby robot from Futurama.
I'm just practicing my stabbing.
My stabbing.
So, with that, Maeve, you're gonna be able to set up those charges.
Yep. Yeah, so laptops are in the bag, and she's definitely taking this graph out of here.
Yeah, small friend. All right.
Yeah.
Of course, there's one other my first graph, or not my first graph. No, big graph.
Yeah, so I'm going to use 3 bricks of C9 in this office just
Okay.
to make big explosion, and then I'm going to use the last brick on the remaining big graph.
All right. Did you want to
That's
blow up
right
did you want to blow up the supply containers,
That seems.
or
Ooh.
do you want to save
Well,
that
I-
for?
Actually, would 2 bricks do for the office? Or
It
would it
would.
need 3?
Now, of course, you could always send the zoners in afterwards to go salvage whatever the fuck they can out of it. If you want to save the supplies.
Good idea, actually. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to put 3 on the office and then 1 on the graph. Like the big graph. And yeah, once we're out of here, I'm going to look over my first graph for any trackers or anything.
My first tracker.
Give me a conceal reveal check.
Might be better to have someone else check my work afterwards, but sure.
I can look it over.
Or,
Yes, I can look it over.
Yeah.
Or basic tech, actually.
Okay, well, if you want to help me look it over... then
I'll look
I
it over
can-
with conceal reveal, and then you can
Yeah.
tech it.
18 on a tech check.
So between the
17
two of you,
on.
it has observation cameras on it. Like, allows it to see while it's wandering around.
Okay. Are they connected to anything, or
It doesn't seem connected to anything at this time, though. These things only connect to agents.
okay?
But it's
Smile and
but it's
wave, boys.
but it's tech upgraded to have, well, that, and I guess like it is a small crane that can lift very light things. That's about it. That's all it does.
You know, it would help because Ani-chan is actually quite short. It would help her reach up to.
No. It's smaller than you.
Stepping stool.
It would break. It's made of heavy duty plastic.
Guys, you're missing the point here. We just bought a house. We need a dog.
I mean, you could steal one from Biotechnica.
No, this is our dog.
Yeah, this is our dog now.
Dog.
This is my dog. There are many like it, but this one is mine.
It's our pet, like baby giraffe. There we go.
I can't wait to just have one of these guys just look at you while you're angry. It was just a fucking graph.
It's like they broke our graph. Me sledgehammering the stone floor.
What? It was our dog. But yeah, so basically, since this is on the other side, I assume it's by the fence on the other side.
Yeah, well, yeah. Your way out. Honestly, Michael and Hyperdrive would give you guys an easy way to get to Oni-chan. And by the way, Oni.
Mm-hmm.
You happen to recognize one of these guards?
No.
They're one of your usuals. You know how to bribe them.
Okay. Yeah, then let's go grease some wheels real quick.
If you want to take that,
I don't think
that
you're going to
route.
be using grease per se.
Look,
let's lube some wheels.
sometimes
So
you
many
buy
lubes,
the
how dare you?
sometimes you buy the wrong bottle of Sav oil lubricant. It happens.
But yeah, she will. Just a moment. I think I see a friend. And one of the reasons why she wants to do this anyway is because she doesn't want him getting caught up in the explosion too. So in a way, she's actually kind of trying to help him out.
So this person, he's an up and coming edge runner that's kind of just right now picking up whatever money he can at the time. This guy is simply known as Hole Punch.
Takes a moment as she's remembering that she's got like little files in her agents. Oh, does she know any? Do a quick human perception through her agent. Basically, she's like just looking him up, reminding herself about him.
The only thing that you know about Hole Punch is he's a very small time tech that's got a like one of his cyber arms is instead of it being a normal cyber arm, it is literally just a piston that happens that his hand happens to be the end of said piston that allows him to break shit pretty quickly.
Okay, she takes some. She pauses for a moment and taps the agent against her head. Don't think that, Ani-chan. Don't think that. You don't have time to think that. Okay.
Piston fist.
And she goes, yeah.
No, that's not what that's for. That does like that. Basically, it's the gorilla arm equivalent from the 2070s. It does.
All I'm saying is it can be for that if you're brave enough.
Basically, this guy does 66 damage to cover when he punches it.
There are cyber enhancements, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. She's not thinking about that. She's already.
Anything's a naughty toy if you're brave enough.
No.
Exactly. Sasha understands.
No.
Yeah. So she heads out to him, and she does that little where she just kind of like sort of appears beside him and sort of like just sort of slides up to him.
Oh! What are you doing here?
Oh, you know, a little this and that. What are you doing here?
I'm busy.
Doing you.
You're busy?
Yes,
Kinda
I'm busy. I'm working.
And you didn't go through me. I'm honestly sad.
Look, you're busy. Your agent kept saying you're busy with other shit. So you know, I had to make a quick buck. All right.
Okay. Tell me what you're doing.
I'm literally just watching a gate for $200.
You're watching a gate for $200.
Yeah, I'm getting paid $200 this week to watch a gate,
Okay.
aka side hustle.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you a question.
What?
If you happen to see that gate blow up, do you think things will still be okay for you?
What?
Why do you think I'm here, honey?
It's like, hey, you want to go take a break? As he looks over, just I'll watch the gate, and you just watch as the other guard starts to wander off. You better tell me right the fuck now what the fuck you're implying.
Hey, change your tone. I'm the fixer here, okay? Calm down.
Yes, but
Okay.
right now it's my contract, and you are trespassing right now. You better tell me what the fuck's going on.
Okay, well, again, watch your tone. Because right now I have more than one red dot that could appear on you at any moment. So calm down.
Hyperdrive is just mouthing to Michael. What the fuck is she doing?
I have some people. They're about to come out. Something big is about to happen here. So, how do you want to deal with this? Either you can be entirely uninvolved. You'll probably still get paid because, quite frankly, with what's going to happen in there, there's nothing you could have done anything about it. Or I could grease some
We
wheels.
we only get paid if this stuff stays together by the end of the week. So if you happen to have $200 handy, I'll happily walk away.
150.
Nope, 200.
I'll roll haggle. With this guy. And quit trying to strong arm me. You know who I am.
You know who I am.
Yeah. Yeah, do you know how far down my list you are? Do you want to stay that far down?
Fine.
25.
150. I'll fucking walk.
Okay.
You can't keep
Can?
shortchanging me like this though. You understand?
You know what? Tell you what, right now, see my agent? And I move him up. Next time I need someone, you're on the call.
He takes the money and starts walking.
Good. All right.
Now,
Michael looks to Hyperdrive. Yeah, we're gonna call him for a job, and he's gonna get murked immediately, isn't he?
She just kind of nods. Chum's fucked.
Hyperdrive and Michael, you do notice the Porta-John opens up. And you guys do get a chance to make this guy go very quiet because he can, the Iraq and Maeve are going to be right in his field of vision when he steps out.
I'll take him.
Let's do the old double. Basically, my plan's to hit chest and have you with them, being like, what the fuck? In that shocked moment of you take him out in the head.
I mean, she was just gonna, aimed shot, head.
Yeah, go for it then.
Assassinate type kill.
Yeah, go for it. I believe in you.
Yeah. All right.
Alright, so tandem shot on this guy?
No, Hyper's got it.
Okay.
If Hyper looks like they've got it, I believe in Hyper.
Yeah. We're just gonna do the aimed shot into bro's cranium.
Remember, use luck if you need to.
Yeah.
Yep.
This
I
guy
was
is
going
also
to.
literally trying to get his helmet put on, so you're going to be able to
Yeah.
pop him.
And then I'm just making sure it is spot weakness is for damage. No,
Yeah, spot weakness is for damage.
got it. And then precision is for
Yeah, precision is 3
Aim.
points for +1 to hit.
3 points for +1. Got it. Yeah.
Just
there we go.
got to beat a 15, that's all.
Gonna drop 6 luck points into it.
Oh boy.
Alright, let's see. Luck, spend 6. Let me make sure. It auto calculates my The
It should auto the -8 if you click.
Yeah, if
Game show.
no,
you
no,
click,
but it should auto put in my
it'll put your luck in
My-
and
my
It'll
pres-
put your
no, my
solo points
precision.
in.
and your
automatically.
precision.
It'll
Yes.
auto- yeah,
Yep.
okay.
Yeah,
Just
it
making
does
sure
that
on that.
automatically. Yeah.
Oh. Roll damage.
Yeah, because you got the +1 to hit and then the -8 for the aim
Okay.
shot. So yeah, it
All
comes
right.
up to -7.
So 23.
46 damage to the dome.
So literally gets out the shitter, starts putting his helmet on, and just goes back into the shitter.
He's down.
Like his head goes into the shitter.
Oh, gross. Well, whatever's left of it.
Yeah, Hyperdrive very clearly does not look happy that she had to murk the dude, but she understands that it's business.
No, I mean it's also your friends' lives. I mean,
Exactly,
they're not going to be kind.
exactly. But it's still like, admittedly, in her head, this is just a dude doing a job. He didn't wrong her or anything, so she's not happy that she had to like fucking pop his head.
I don't know. We should check the porta potty and see what he left in there, because he might be better off dead.
But
I mean, if you want to go in the Porta John, be my
With that-
guest.
Maven Irrock, you guys will be able to get out to the gate. You need an electronic security tech though for you guys to get the gate to pop open and roll away.
Sure.
And is this one has no guards on it or one guard?
Well, there's no guards at this time.
One guy's on a break and the other guy left.
That's right.
Oof. I don't know if that's going to be enough.
For some reason, yeah, the gate's not wanting to move.
I was gonna say we can hop it, but we've got our new dog, so that'd be a problem. How's silly question? How intense is this gate?
It's a chain link gate.
Can we just like force it open?
Yeah,
Do any of you have body 10?
no.
No. But working together, maybe?
Together we have a body.
Athletics work together.
Okay.
Okay. 21 from Maeve.
I think I'm gonna put my luck points into this one.
Go for it.
I mean, hopefully I won't need it, but. I
All
didn't need
right,
it.
so between the
Fine.
two of you forcing, you can finally hear something like break on the rail, and it makes a loud rattling noise in the process. And you're able to throw the gate open, like it just rolls freely afterwards.
Yep.
Awesome. Loud noise at the end is the best place to make a loud noise.
Yeah, Maeve is going to pick up the graph and then just run with it, basically.
Yeah, I think Airrock will help you carry it. Just make sure we can move at full speed.
Yep.
All right, well, I imagine all y'all are getting in the car and driving off towards where everyone else is at
Yep.
Empire Heights.
Just
Pivot.
before we drive off, boom.
Oh, you don't want to watch the explosion happen from up top?
No, cool guys don't look at explosions.
Yeah, explosion
Well-
behind us.
With that, you guys first see, for anybody that happens to be watching the explosion site, the Choo-Choo tank goes up and it creates this big, and I wouldn't call it, basically a big non-nuclear mushroom cloud. It just starts billowing up and just starts belching flames up and out of the area. And you can hear like some screaming and running immediately, followed by graph parts flying every which way in the office, like the roof flying up. And this really old, like 5-story building next door, from the shock wave of that explosion, dumps down on the other gate where the other two guards were.
Poor bastards.
Well, what?
The gate where the guards were, the gate where the guards left from, or where the other two guards still were?
Where the other two still were.
Oh.
I think in the car as we're driving away, Irok like has a bit of like hesitation as he looks at his left hand, but then like raises it in a fist bump towards Maeve.
Yep. Maeve
Like
will
as
get-
he's probably not only done this a handful of times, but he knows that's a
Yeah,
good way
Ma-
to connect.
Maeve gives him the fist bump.
You know what? I send a little message to Whole Bunch. You're welcome.
And you just get a text back for and just like in all caps, oh. Followed by, I need a new crew.
Oh, that was his crew. Oh.
Oh, was that your? Oh, I see. That's why you gotta talk to me for. I'll look for one.
I just met them tonight, so no hard feelings, but
Fucking
fuck.
ices his crew. Damn, I'll find you a new one.
Well, as far as you can tell from Hole Punch, it's like, damn. Well, okay.
That's Night City, baby.
I'm just getting the Top Gear. It's like, oh no. Anyway.
Anyway,
Yeah, that's very much Hole Punch for you. They kind of get it.
Yep.
But with that, yeah, the building next door comes tumbling down, but at least the building supplies are okay.
A little digging never hurt anybody.
if you think about it, there's more building supplies now. Because the rubble.
But yeah, you see but you do see though, like the Zarafa patrol vehicles come over. But
Oh yeah, we're gone.
but like you do know some of the zoners though are coming in to actually scavenge and pick off the Zarafa at this time.
Oh yeah, I was gonna send them a message anyway, but yeah.
I wonder what that mall cop thinks.
He's not getting paid enough for this shit.
Yeah, if he's still in the car, he's just driven away. As they drove up
Oh,
to that explosion, they just kept driving.
Oh yeah. Like the other two cars that got curious came over, but the other two they're gone.
It's the stormtroopers just walking out of the room.
Bro's like, nah, fuck this. No.
But
And in celebration, Maeve is gonna take a hit from that baggie.
well, Maeve, you're on synth coke now. At least it'll be
Whoa.
easier to get over. It's only a
Yep.
it's only a DV9. But
Ooh, that's good stuff.
with that, you guys. Imagine you guys are turning in then for the evening.
Yeah, I guess we're going back to our own places at the moment because the house is not quite set up yet.
All right.
Michael, do you mind if I crash at your place tonight?
That'll be fine. We can drop everybody off.
So you get a follow-up text, Michael. Careful, she's a pervert.
Michael's just like, that's the point.
I know.
Oh.
No, I think he just out loud looks at his driver and he goes, "You think?"
You just see the driver just kind of like. They do not seem to appreciate being called out like that.
Son, I'm not calling you out. I just didn't know it took you this long to figure that one out. And he kind of laughs. He gives him a good pat on the shoulder there.
But yeah, when Maven's dropped off, she will be eagerly knocking on her sister's cargo container to show her the new toy.
Oh
Sis.
no, your sister's already out there, like beer in hand, just kind of looking at the fire. Let me guess, you?
You were expecting someone else?
No, I really wasn't. You know, that prick of your. I hope you know what this means since you've done this, right?
What?
You've just fucking kicked a Neocorp in the shin,
Yep.
and they're going to come back. Do you understand? All y'all are excited at the sight of fire. Do you know what this means, Maeve? I don't mean to piss on your parade here, but like, fuck. You sure as well know who's going to know exactly that you did this.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be here for too much longer. I found another place with a crew to.
What about
Protect
me?
everyone here.
What about the rest of us?
I mean, I was gonna ask you to come with. Can't do this shit without you, sis.
Me? Do you know how many times I pulled your ass out of a fire while we were kids?
More times than I can ever remember.
Why do you keep doing it then?
Look, they were gonna blow up like a whole group of the zoners.
Yes.
We needed to strike first.
But then what do? We pack up and we move. We pack up and we move. We pack up and we move. Fuck, Maeve. Like, you're winning. You're fighting a losing war. I don't know how else I could tell you this. You're making me worried.
I mean, if no one fights, then they just roll us over. Like, I appreciate you worrying, sis, but I mean, you got to stand up for something.
I can understand, keeping them out of the cargo park, keeping them on their side of the line. But this, like, besides, where are you even going?
Yeah, it's this really nice house on the corner of, basically on the border of South Night City and the Glen.
Rex's territory?
Well, not quite. On the edge.
Is there even room?
Is there a way we can get like an extra bedroom in there or something? Because I know Ironside's not going to be staying there, but we do have there's 4 bedrooms and there is 5 of us with devil dudes. So
It would become cramped if your sister moves in.
yeah, would we be able to like convert one of the rooms to another bedroom?
With rent reduction, you'll be able to add another bedroom.
Ah, cool. Then we can do that. Or is that upgraded rent reduction?
Yep.
Okay.
That's an upgrade to add more rooms, and you can have up to because it's a 4-bed house. You can have up to 8 bedrooms if you adjust things the right way.
We could take the hit for now for
Yeah.
story purposes and do a double rent upgrade.
Yeah.
I would be okay with that personally.
Let me make some calls, and Maeve is gonna contact the guys and say, look, I might have just put my sister in real danger here with this shit. Can we get a bedroom for her in the new place?
Like Ani-chan is does a couple of quick calculations. I mean, it's another renter, so I don't see why not.
And Maeve, your sister doesn't make as much as you do. She
Yeah.
So
Maeve is okay taking the hit to pay for the both of them.
Hyperdrive drops her usual shrug sticker.
oh my gosh.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate y'all. And Maeve will just put like a couple of kisses at the end of the message.
Aw.
And she turns to her and says, "Yep, we're gonna have a place. We're gonna have a place for you."
That means our rent's gonna be $416 person a month.
Nope.
Are you sure? Because I just did the math.
Someone's gonna have to pick up more of the slack, though. Maeve's sister is not an edge runner. She cannot keep up with you guys.
So it's
Oh, yeah, no.
416 split 6 ways, but someone needs to cover the other.
Yeah, but
that's
416 is the price tag.
How much would her sister be able to cover?
Your sister only makes enough
if she can.
to. Your sister only makes enough to break even on the one cargo container you guys are sharing.
So that's like 500, right?
Mhm.
Or am I paying more of that?
Like she
I mean,
pays
for-
she makes 600 a month and barely has enough and doesn't really have anything after that.
If she can afford 233 a month, Maeve is okay picking up the 600 for the two of them. The other 600 for the two of them.
And that'll give her some more money then too.
Fine.
Yep.
I'll come with you one more time, but this is it.
One more time.
If you put us in danger like this again, Maeve, I don't know what to tell you. I care about you, but fuck. I'm sorry.
I mean, you know I'd never let you get hurt, sis.
Because we keep running away from it.
Any cock wants to get to you, they'll have to come through me.
Anyway. I guess I'll go pack my shit.
I'm glad we went there because that would have been awkward.
Yeah.
Anything else tonight before I cut to the next morning?
Hyperdrive is going to the bar.
Oh?
Bye. And buying a couple shots for herself.
Is there a certain kind of bar that you like to occupy hyperdrive by chance?
We'll pick one closer to home for her. There any Irish pubs around?
Actually, hold on. Let me go over to the data pack. Actually, I think there is one in the data pack. All right. 20 hotspots. Hotspots. Let's see. Smash Cut. Fiddler's Green. Kazim. Kazim's. That's a Turkish coffee house. Yeah. Socrates. Choppers. Red Line. Bears. Randy Dandy. Dive Shack. So I wouldn't so much say it's an Irish pub, but this place does a lot of in-house stuff. They do, you know, they're a bit of a dive that happens to make some really fucking good berry beer. It's Bear's Berry Beer. A strong ale pureed with blackberries poured into the wort for a secondary fermentation, giving it an ABV of 9% per mug.
Oh.
But
Yeah.
being where he is, Bear is named for the huge hairy owner, and also the moth-eaten bear head sitting above the bar. But
And also just a bunch of bears hang out there.
you see him put the couple shots in front of you. You look like you need to talk about something, kid.
Just a job, I guess.
Yeah, it's not always just a job. What is it?
Got hired to rough some shit up, and you did it. Yippee! But I don't.
Collateral.
Yeah, I don't feel good about it. You know. She like takes a deep swig of her mug, and she's like, you know, it's like, when it's unnecessary, but it still doesn't feel right.
Kid, let me tell you a thing or two. I was an armorer back in the Fourth Corporate War. I was actually, I was with the NUSA with contingency with Militech. Amount of times I know that I was checking weapons out that when I found out some of the things that I checked out were not used to kill Arasaka's soldiers, but to deal with, people that they suspected were with Arasaka, and it never really came up.
Yeah, I
God.
can imagine.
So you were just you were doing your job, and it does happen that collateral happens, and just remember, think about what would have happened if you didn't do what you did.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It's
Pours a couple shots of whiskey next to your beer. These are on the house, all right?
She just kind of like nods, like both her elbows are on like the bar. Her like head's kind of resting against her hands. She just kind of like nods, is like,
I'm gonna need them. Thanks.
Take your time, kid. Take your time. Also, of course, you and your crew are welcome here if you need a place to relax. But also, there's a few veterans that come to this place. But if you're also looking for another place that happens to have a lot of edge runners that you need to swap stories with, Forlorn Hope and Little China. Marianne, the wonderful woman over there. You just tell her that I sent you. But
Hyperdrive's kind of just nodding. It's like,
I'll check it out sometime.
yeah, let me top off your mug. I gotta go deal with some other folks, and then you take care. All right, kid.
will do. And she like gives him a half-hearted thumbs up.
Anyone else before we head over to Baz the next morning?
Yeah. Michael's gonna message Maeve, knowing that her time in that cargo area is pretty rapidly running out. Just with a message that says, if anyone there is looking for work and has tech experience, send them my way. We have houses open and cubes open. People with families first, probably, just due to what happened tonight.
I'll ask around. I'm sure some people probably worried. and maybe we'll go around asking if there is anyone that would like to take up that offer. Reassuring people
All right.
that while he is a corpo, he's a good kind of corpo.
You're gonna need a good roll a persuasion check on that one.
I mean, she is known for her word, so she is giving her word on it. But I will roll persuasion nevertheless.
Ooh.
Yeah. We'll see what comes of it.
Yeah,
But other than that,
I'll just say that Ani-chan takes a hour-long shower with the door unlocked.
well, understand that water goes cold after about 15 minutes.
She has some idea on how to work a shower, so she'll sort of go back.
Even in a corporate place, the water goes cold after 15
No,
minutes. Really?
it's not a high-end corporate place. I'll just tell you that.
Yeah.
This is the little corporations.
I think Irok notably does not get a meal after this one. This is not the kind of job he celebrates at the end of. So he just goes home.
So that next morning, Michael, you come into work and you just see Baz just watching like the news on it last night and just kind of looks up. You motherfucker, you actually did it.
I got no idea what you're talking about, Baz. That's a fucking travesty.
Oh, it's a horrible, horrible thing, ain't it?
Oh, it's so terrible.
Oh,
I got you a gift. It's in your office.
oh yeah? What do you got
Yeah,
for
you
me?
like it.
Just
Well,
see,
let's head and look at it. Let's talk in
see,
there.
see him come in. What do you got for me?
He'll
quite
roll
more.
out those factory plans that we took.
Oh, fucking no fucking shit.
You know, I don't know if we can just immediately build or rent another factory to do something like this, but, you know, a couple of dimensions here, a couple of pieces there.
I mean,
We kind of get a better idea to streamline a few things, you know?
it looks like a pretty stock Zarafa factory. I mean, it's pretty easy to just, take any old warehouse out here and make it into, that. Each of you guys are gonna see 1,000 eddies showing up in your bank accounts afterwards here.
Wasn't it 2,000?
No, it was 1,000.
This is
It was
1,000.
Okay.
Yep.
And this shouldn't come back to us.
I wouldn't think so. I'm kind
Good.
of. I didn't even go down there.
Good. All right. So with that out of the way. Workforce problems, though. That's the other thing.
Yeah, I'm working on that.
No, what you got for me?
I got two things. One, there's going to be people down there and that were near there that are going to want to leave. And I know they're not typically your first choice you think of when somebody's going to come work for a corp, but I think it's only right that if we put them potentially in the line of danger, we give them a shot. If none of them show up, I'm going to give them a little bit of time. I'll reach out to the fixer and see if she can start procuring some people in another way besides us just putting up ads.
All right, so Night City Cargo Village, yeah, it looks like it's all gonna come out on top for good old Baths for once. All right, well,
We can go.
it's 9 o'clock in the morning as you already see him pulling the vodka bottle out. Come on.
I'll join you for this one, brother.
So, that's going on. Hyperdrive, I imagine you're taking some money over to Central or over to City Med.
Yep.
Because you have 5,200 outstanding according to the bill here.
Yeah. However, last I remember, I only had to pay 2,500.
Yep.
By the end of this month.
Yeah. So you see one of the hospital, the hospital manager you'd been speaking to. Just, hey, are you here to, pay out?
I am.
Partial payment, I assume?
2,500?
Yep.
2,500 eddies. Like was me dealed.
Okay.
Like was
All
deal.
right. Very nice. Very nice. All right. Well, looks like your sister gets to stay, here at the hospital for another month. So of course, it's 1,000 a month, of course, for the care. So hopefully you can stay on top of it. Don't fall behind again.
I won't.
I don't give
Isn't-
second chances on this.
Close. Is it 2,500 next month?
Yep.
Got it.
By the way, she's awake.
She's what?
She's awake.
Immediate like Hyperdrive's facade is just fucking broken.
You're telling me she's awake?
Yeah, she just woke up.
Can I go see her?
Do you have another 500 eddies? Roll me a persuasion check if you, by chance, hyperdrive.
Alright.
Are you gonna just or you want to just kind of threaten them out of the way, or
Hyperdrive,
or
at
like
this point, Hyperdrive is just already got the eddies in hand.
oh, so just pay him out.
Yeah.
All right, so you're paying $3,000 out of that, so that leaves you with 2,200 outstanding. So it'll be 3,200 by the end of next month. Okay. Well, total afterwards. All right. I'm glad we can be reasonable about this.
Me too.
She's
Just probably breaking off quickly.
yeah, her foot's tapping. She's like,
Glad we had this chat. I'm glad I was able to get you guys your money this month.
and immediately booking it up to her sister's room.
That elevator is taking far too fucking long to get up there. It feels like forever.
Just if there's anyone else in the elevator with her, they are going to be absolutely annoyed by the absolute rapid of-
The one nurse is actually a little more uncomfortable. Just like, are you okay?
Grand.
Uh,
More than okay, actually.
and her
Oh,
as her
oh.
foot's just slamming.
do
Not slamming,
you
but
are anxiety by chance?
Mix of anxiety,
The
happiness.
door opens.
and immediately gotta go, and just boom, as fat speed walking as fast as will not get yelled at by the nurses.
So,
Just at the door, and immediately just opens and in one fluid motion.
sure enough, their eyes just slightly open.
My God.
She's just standing there. Hyperdrive, like just like earlier, her facade is like completely just gone. I don't know if there's like a nurse in here because she's awake or not.
Yeah.
This nurse has never once probably seen Hyperdrive cry or beyond like a tear or two rolling down. And just Hyperdrive is like full crying now.
You're actually awake. You're awake.
Hi?
Tina, it's
Not
me.
the kind
It's
of
Big
reaction
Sis.
I was expecting.
Finally awake. It's me.
Am I supposed to know you?
And that her heart just fucking breaks.
We're family. We're family. Do you remember anything?
See her shake her head. I'm sorry. If I... You watch as like she's trying to struggle to like get words out. Just... I don't know who you are.
Do you know who you are? What's the last thing you remember?
My back hurts.
Like lets out a sad kind of mix of a sigh and a laugh.
So
Yeah, that'll
she's...
happen.
You see the nurse just look over, just pull you aside for a moment. Just might take some time. We'll probably see about some rehab to, provoke the brain. She's just starting to wake up.
Hyperdrive's is like silent nodding, like kind of wiping, like using like forearm to wipe away tears.
I'm just gonna tell you right now, rehab's not cheap.
I know.
Like, for like amnesia rehab, it's... Because the thing is, we don't have the means to do it. She's gonna have to go to a special care center for it over at Trauma Team. And it's $5,000 it's $5,000.
Like one time payment, $5,000 or
One time payment. If you just want to do the one time payment, it's $10,000 for just having all the treatments done. It's $5,000 if you're doing month to month. They make it much more lucrative to do $10,000, and it's kind of fucky.
whole city's fucked. If I can get my little sister back, I don't give a damn what I have to do.
That, or if you guys, there might be some tech out there also that could possibly do this.
Kind of just like lets out like a bit of a sarcastic kind of like snort.
The only tech I know is Her specialty's explosives. I
No,
don't think I'm
I mean
gonna let
like
her-
I mean like cyberware. We're considering the possibility of maybe trying to do an explicit memory simulator on her. I'm sorry. I just are you her only? Are you there? There's no other next of kin. Are you the only family she's got?
The only one who cares in this damn city.
She does have a Neuralink. Would you be open if we tried to use a memory simulator on her?
What's the risk to her if you do?
Honestly, memory stimulators they're pretty much harmless. The only problem is it doesn't tell you. It just helps you remember.
Mm-hmm.
So it's $100 to see about getting one installed, and it might help with what rehab we could provide her while she's here during care. We'll do base care to work on trying to do like some basic memory stimulation, but we don't have the means like Trauma Team does.
Mm-hmm. I understand.
I used to work for Trauma Team. They have a very good memory care center. It's just it's not cheap.
Yeah,
So
I bet Eddie's.
I don't know. Do you want to do the memory stimulator?
If you think it'll help,
Yeah. If you
I'll
have
do whatever.
$100, we'll get it going today. We'll get her under the knife and get it installed, and then we'll go from there.
Sounds good.
All right. I can't guarantee any positive results.
I know, but if you, it's better to try than just sit and hope.
And you see her just launch her brochure over for Drama Team North America's Memory Care Center. Well, I'm not supposed to really advertise for them. There's this.
Thank you.
However, with that, you just notice your sister just kind of look at you. They have a bit of a blank stare. Just, I'm sorry, I don't know who you are.
A couple more tears roll down her face.
It's okay. We'll help. We'll get you to. We'll try to get you to remember.
Okay. What's your name?
One second, I have to make sure I got this right. She just kind of like walks over and like not like puts her hand on like her sister's hand.
I'm Natalie.
Okay, Natalie. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I'll make sure you get the care you need, okay?
Thanks. I'm sorry. I hope I'm not twisted the knife too hard above table.
Above table, twist it more.
Oh gosh. However, during this time, Joker has been sifting through what exactly Black Spark is. and there is this very, very long, detailed report of just Devil Dude's. Yeah, I don't know how else to describe it besides Devil Dude's commentary on what this is, but it seems to be very long-winded, obsessive. Looking through it, can I get a cyber tech or education check from all of you to see if you can make hide or hair of what the fuck Devil Dude's scraped up out of this thing?
What skills again?
Cyber tech or education?
Well, it's a 6 either way.
Oof. Oof.
Oof.
So, Michael and Maeve. Black Spark, looking at it. Michael, you've heard murmurs of this while you were in the military, of this weapon that Arasaka had called Soul Killer. Black Spark is supposed to be like an end-all, be-all, like, you can be plugged into a new body if you die, is what supposedly this is. Or, in the case of, like, other parts of this report, this is the fix for dementia, Alzheimer's, amnesia. Basically, it is the biggest brain booster that was being developed at its time, and the results right now are hazy, as there was never a finalized report on it.
I mean, I think his first thoughts on this is the Arasaka person said this thing created monsters. Like, to him, it seems like it fixes these problems potentially and then just immediately drives you to be a cyber psycho. Yeah. Like, that's the best thought he can have with it.
Yeah, for when you see the report, it seems to have caused multiple... there have been multiple tests of Black Spark, and it seems like the last few have been promising, but there's never been a late observation report to what happened with this. If these guys turned into monsters or not.
Well, fuck.
This shit sounds like it should be buried in a vault and, like, the key lost, and then the person who last saw the key buried in another hole, and then that key lost.
But there is a name. Okada. Mr. Okada. Apparently a doctor that was brought over from Kuroshi.
So we have a doctor and then Shorigomo, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those are our two leads.
So, with that, with a better idea of what exactly Black Spark is, basically one of the most powerful brain enhancements that has washed up in your like right in front of all of you guys. Now, do you understand why Militech's looking for it?
Yes.
Yep.
Now it's just how deep does it go? You'll find out soon enough. But with that, YouTube, Thank you so much for tuning in over there, those that are there. And we'll be wrapping up here. Party for today, I am awarding all of you guys 60 IP plus, of course, you've completed, your job today, so that's also 60 IP towards the HQ IP as well.
So do we want to put that into the lifestyle then, since we're putting 2 points into the...
Yeah, the morale thing. Yeah.
Yep.
That'd be good.
The morale, there we go.
And that will leave us with 20 XP for to build
Yep.
up with later.
Yep. And now the hunt is on, and I think many people are going to have different reasons for it, whether it be money, the danger it is to people, the solution to someone's biggest problems, or at the end of the day, just making a fucking profit and saving yourself. I want to thank all you guys for coming out as always, and we'll be back every Wednesday.
Yep.
And I think on that note, of course, as always, you want to check me out and start playing, feel free to come over. I will tell you right now, when Tales of the Red Hope Reborn comes out, that's apparently the official title, is Hope Reborn. I don't know if I'll run it as like an actual streamed campaign, just because it's during the middle of Black Spark, but I'll definitely have it over on Start Playing. It looks like a lot of fun. I got to play test it. Sasha's play tested some of the adventures. Looks like a lot of fun.
Yep.
And also, on top of that, as always, I hope you guys enjoy what we do over here. And with that, good night, y'all. Good night. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye,
Bye-bye.
everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Later.
Bye.
All right, with sign off done, we're gonna go ahead and find someone to boot you lovely viewers over to. All right.
We have Nemsky playing Phasmophobia.
Yeah, we have Nemsy. I want to see who else might be up and about as well. Fuck it. Let's go terrorize Nemsy. All right. So with that, all y'all, hope you have a good night. Wireheads tomorrow. And of course, check out our latest Wireheads episode. I think it's one of our best ones yet.